someone move the damn shit. What's going on, everybody? Turn on your fucking camera. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Chaos Cadre. As you can see, we got a whole panel of people today, and I mean a big old panel. The only one we got is an oddball down there, ladies and gentlemen, Sully, who decided to be an individual and have both his camera and microphone turned off. But let me give you all some introductions out here. I'm gonna talk to somebody, and they're gonna go to the next person. I'll introduce you to my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, who recently got his sausage stuck in a pickle jar. That's right. His name is John. John, what's going on, my guy? What's happening?
That's a felonious statement.
Then don't lie. I picked you up at the ER.
Okay, bud. Okay. Anyway. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Anyway,
Okay.
I gotta figure. Yes, this way.
Yes, you got to introduce.
I have Andrew next to me. He's finally here, guys. He doesn't have an earache anymore.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me do this introduction. You got Andrew, okay? Andrew's the guy that went ahead and ditched us during the last podcast episode because he felt like he'd be better off playing Fortnite with a bunch of chicks than hang out with the dudes during the podcast Chaos Cadre that he agreed to be on. No, he wanted to hang out with the tuna for the day. Now let's go ahead and down to the lady that wants to take Andrew's spot. That's right. She says she will whoop his ass and flush him down the toilet for his spot. We got Lauren. Lauren, what's happening? How are you?
I'm great. And I didn't say flush down a toilet, but yes, totally. Totally lame.
Oh, no. There's some words. There's some choice words. Why don't you tell us, what were those choice words that you said for Andrew's spot?
I don't even know. I've been vying for his spot for like a long time now. There's plenty of words, especially that I've said to John. Andrew,
what'd you say to
frozen
John?
or boring was what I said earlier, and I knew that his camera wasn't frozen, so I was specifically pointing to boring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we also got the man you see on TikTok. His wife is dancing for any gift you send her. That's right. We have Ken, a former Marine and now a professional crayon eater. He goes to competitions and mows down as many crayons as he can. Ken, what's happening, my guy? How are you?
I am good, and I am full. I am fulfilled. I do not need to eat while we're on here, so I will not be eating a crayon tonight.
Fantastic. Also, we got the lady whose face is currently white out because, well, obviously John just doesn't want us to look at her face. Always playing on a Fortnite. Matter of fact, she's one of the ladies that Andrew ditched us for. Yeah. They call her Toxic Pearl. You can find her out on TikTok and Twitch and all that good stuff. Pearl, what's happening? How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? Yes, I play Fortnite with Mama Letty, Andrew, Sully, Mark, and sometimes Wendy when she decides to pop on.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy in the middle, you all know who he is. He's got that baby face down there. This is the guy that will play with his happy sock 24/7. Sometimes you'll catch him on TikTok with his hands down his pants. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a Sully. 3193. Sully, what's happening, my guy? How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Just chilling.
Sully's always just chilling.
He's always just chilling. And he never gave a damn.
What the fuck? Where is
Unexplosive
the energy? All right, y'all. She's caused all the chaos within our stream, hitting up the Tangia sound effects and all the Tangia emotes with her cohorts of people. We've got her. She likes to play Fortnite. She streams on TikTok as well as Mama Letty. We have her right here now, full in the flesh. Y'all can see her. Mama Letty, what is happening? How are you? We can't hear you, Mama Letty. Okay, well, she's figuring out her technical difficulties because she should have been born a blonde. We'll let her take care of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him back on the show. That's right. The man. Hold on. My introduction for this man is, hold on, I got to do it. This is my introduction for him.
Look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's back after swearing that he would never come back on the show after we had a certain caller call in. We have Raider, who's itched on his pants, and he's burned. No, did he burn with us? I can't remember if you. Oh, shit.
Oh, there goes his camera.
Down. Raider, what's happening, my guy? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Mark. And I'm only here because John asked, and that's it. That's it. I'm doing great, man.
I'm going to finish these introductions before I get my damn camera. Stare at my mouse. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the lady who's just lying in bed like she's all the queen. As a matter of fact, she is declared the queen of TikTok. We have Wendy plus 12 out here sitting on her throne. If you want to find her out there where everybody is trying to take her throne. Wendy, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. It's been a long time.
John!
Hello?
Take over real quick.
He's out here just fucking everything up, I tell you.
Bro, my shit is fucking going crazy.
Everything.
Bro, hey, listen, this wouldn't be Chaos Cadre if shit fucking didn't break, right?
I know.
This is just how the show works. And you know what's funny? I don't see why that camera. Letty, did you get your audio fixed?
No.
Does someone have her muted?
No, she broke her shit.
Everyone say hi to my wife in chat, everyone.
Oh yes, everybody say hi to CFOS in chat. This is the lady that deals with John's shit. She also gets called to the bathroom daily when John needs his ass wiped because he forgot how to wipe his own ass. So she's got to go out there personally to make sure she wipes it clean for him.
It's not that he forgot how to wipe it. He just wipes forward.
Oh, so wait, you're saying John wipes back to front so he gets all that brown goodness up underneath his nuts? Way he was caught. Oh, let's go, John. How's that brown goodness, brother?
I thought you were roasting me.
I can't.
Come on.
I hate all of you. We're no longer friends.
So John had an interesting idea, y'all. John called me up earlier and said, Mark, we should see how many people we could get in a box and run a completely chaotic show.
Whoa, wait a minute. I was in there for that call. It did not go that way, Mark. Pretty sure you said, let's have Lauren in there versus Andrew. And you were like, let's get a bunch of people in there.
Damn.
Calling you out on your shit.
I see that. So, all right. So, Lauren, I need to know where you live so we can go ahead and Amazon you some cheese, you fucking rat. All right. I mean, how can we trust a woman whose mother wears a tinfoil hat on her head?
Listen, she might be more sane than you because she's blocking out all the 5G. You don't know.
No, it was the 6G. It was the 6G. She's wearing the tinfoil to block out the 6G.
There's a giant bucket of vinegar on the back of my porch, and I'm like, I dumped it over. It went everywhere, all over me. I'm like, I called her. I'm like, what the fuck is the vinegar doing on the back porch? And she's like, it's going to absorb everything from the chem clouds. Why did you put a big bucket of vinegar in my backyard, Mom? Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Sully, you got to get your camera on and join us, my guy. What's going on over there, Sully?
I was chilling, man.
No shit. We'll turn on the camera and chill with us, Sully. That's what we're all doing right now. We're kind of just chilling, man. Turn on the camera, Sully.
Join the party, Sully.
You're crazy. You're crazy, man.
I mean, we could have fun with this conversation because I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but Pearl is anti-AI.
Totally anti-AI. I agree.
What's so wrong with AI?
Alien intelligence. We're allowing
artificial intelligence. It's AI is artificial intelligence. It's not alien intelligence, you goof.
It's alien intelligence.
It is not alien intelligence.
You created it.
Oh dear God.
It's going to take over all of us. We'll be plugged in like the Matrix.
Your mom's been living in your house too long. If you're thinking it's alien intelligence, I'm just saying.
I mean,
oh goodness.
I'm not anti-AI. I just hate that Mark is so encapsulated with AI that it runs his whole life.
I would agree with
AI
that.
make his fucking. He has AI make his dinner plans for the week.
Right? Why do you need it? You are a capable human being. You're just dumbing yourself down, allowing something else to handle it for you.
It makes my life easier.
Right.
So it makes you lazier, and it steals art from actual art.
It can make you more productive so you can get more stuff done throughout the day. If you live the kind of lifestyle that I live,
John, I told you, Mark,
you would need something to help make your lifestyle a little bit easier. I bet you if Wendy had AI for her businesses.
Mark, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck is Zuckerberg, Crow? Who are you calling Zuckerberg?
Hey, where's Zuckerberg come from?
Yeah.
MySpace is not coming out. I don't know who Zuckerberg is.
I know who he's talking about already.
That redhead youngin?
Oh. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, goodness.
So,
Oh,
John,
my God,
wait a minute.
that's great.
If your wife told you, John, you got to cook 5 nights a week and you can't come up with ideas, you wouldn't use AI to give you some ideas? Like, say, listen, this is the
There are
protein I
recipe
want.
books.
Google
And
it
then
like the
get a great
restaurant,
recipe.
bro.
There are
It's
recipe
easy.
books for that
You
reason.
don't need that.
That's why AI. Listen.
Whoa,
Listen, Mark, I'm
whoa,
sorry that you had a terrible grandmother
John.
and did not leave you any recipes.
Whoa.
I
I'm pretty
have,
sure the question was directed to me, you motherfucker.
This is true.
Yeah,
This is
but we know
true.
you can't think for yourself most of the time.
All I would do is Google it or ask my wife what she wanted. Okay,
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
What if she said she didn't know what you wanted?
we all have a recipe book nowadays on our cell phones.
I don't know how to cook.
Exactly. Many people post on TikTok their recipes, even cheap ones.
I don't even TikTok.
Wow.
I just straight up look at the recipe.
Wow.
Even my
Yeah,
wife
but
was
also just
roasting me in
Google the
chat.
recipe.
You think he'd go that far?
John, you're a housewife. Figure it out.
Yep.
Damn.
Damn.
Everyone's bullying me.
John, are you wearing your little dress today?
No.
No, okay.
It's an apron, and it's left in the kitchen where he belongs.
I gotta agree with John. though.
Andrew, Andrew, what are your thoughts on artificial intelligence?
I think it's good and bad. I mean, it's a 50-50.
How's it bad?
I mean, in a sense, it does make you lazier. In a sense or two. I mean,
But let me ask you this: AI makes me lazier. But where do you spend most of your time during your day when you're home? Where do you spend your day?
mostly on TikTok or
Mostly on okay. And what else do you do? What else do you do that requires you to do what is that called? Gaming.
Gaming, yeah.
So is AI any different than video games?
Not necessarily, no.
No, okay. So your point is non-valid. All right, let's go down. Let's go down to the other lady, Lauren. What's your opinion? Why do you hate AI so much?
It's not that I hate AI. I do feel like it makes people lazy. Like, we are humans, we are capable of so much, and why are we letting some sort of computer system tell us what we're supposed to do? You know,
It's not telling you, it's suggesting.
When it came out with like the voice to text and all the AI crap that's out there, it literally just decides for you. Like, the fact that I'm texting and my keyboard tells me what word I want to spell just because it's
well, that's not AI. That's just predictive text.
Hold on, real quick here.
That's how it started.
We have a message from the infamous Marty. He just texted me.
Yeah.
And he said, "Can you talk in your mic so us deaf people can hear you? Oh, and tell that blonde bimbo the same." I want you to know, I'm pretty sure he's talking about you, Wendy, but I don't want to.
I'm pretty sure since he said bimbo, it would not be me.
I mean, he could be talking about Andrew too, but
no,
I haven't even said anything. Why do I have to speak into my microphone?
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just relaying the fucking message.
Whatever.
He's just reading.
All right, we got Ken looking like he's a little bored, so let's ask Ken about his thoughts and opinions on AI.
I use it daily, and it doesn't make me lazy. It makes me more efficient.
Efficient and proficient, correct?
Yeah, it depends on how you use it. I don't ask it recipes, but I would. But I do get its assistance to, I'll type up for example, I'll type up an email and I don't want to send it out sound like an idiot, because I'm from Georgia. And so if I just come across correctly, and I'm like, wow, that really sounds good. And then I'll say, dumb it down a little bit. And then it comes right out like the way I would have said it if I knew those big words. So
yes, sir.
I think it's pretty useful. I wish that it would be more, more available. You know what I mean? Like your phone. I haven't really figured that out, how to use it as much. Like whenever I'm trying to do text or emails on that and stuff like that, I've used it on the computer. But I think AI is a good thing. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Right. Well, I will say before we get down to Pearl, I now have AI making apps that I'm releasing in the Apple Store so I can start making money. I have AI sending out 20 prospect emails a day for my cleaning company. Yes. And also 20 emails daily for my cleaning app that I made for cleaning companies.
Cleaning app.
Yes.
Boom.
A cleaning app.
AI.
For quoting. Yep. By AI. I actually created a virtual walkthrough.
I like ran a cleaning company. We didn't need an app, Mark. It was word of mouth.
What the fuck is that, Wendy?
I'm just saying, AI just makes everything so much neater and cleaner. Y'all know I could never make these images for my boutique. Before,
We do know this. We do know this.
Yes, you can. Don't you dare say you couldn't.
Listen, no,
Honey,
Lauren.
I don't
Lauren,
have time to
Lauren,
do that crap.
Listen. She's got like a bajillion kids. She has no time to do shit.
I don't have time to do that. It wouldn't
Amen.
get done, and now I get it all done. So I love
AI makes life
Cat is like
easier,
my
not
best friend.
lazy like Ken says. But let's go to Pearl because she's biting her tongue down here to say what she says about AI is sucking up the water. Go ahead,
Okay.
Pearl. What you got for us?
I have many a point, but basically my argument begins with that there's more concrete cons than there are good pros. Enough good pros. There's more cons than pros. Because the cons are AI steals art from real artists.
Yes.
So when it is generating you an image, and I'm speaking specifically about generative AI, not all AI, not the ones that just like spit out stuff on Google. This is the ones like ChatGPT where they're doing pictures and videos and all the fun things that everyone likes doing because it's creative, right? But that steals real art from artists. That's how it learns. It takes actual art and then it changes it into something that someone didn't actually make. It just generates it. So real artists are not being appreciated by general society, and I think that they should be because it takes time and skill and talent. Just like Wendy saying, I could never do that, she absolutely could. It just takes time to learn the skill, and that's what makes those people so valuable to society. So then those people lose their jobs when you can just do it like that. And that's a lot of people. Yes, Wendy.
I would never pay for that to be done. It just wouldn't get done.
Yeah.
Pay someone else to do it.
Yeah. Generative AI also takes photos from real people, and then you can turn that into whatever you want it to be. This includes porn and other graphic images of children and women without their permission or consent. Yes, this is actually happening. Grok AI actually had an entire thing happen where child porn was being posted on Grok, Elon Musk's AI, and it was photos of children. Because think about it, pedos exist. Creeps exist. If you give them a free way to an avenue of free content at their disposal where they can generate a video of that person doing literally anything, not to mention how that's going to affect news outlets. How do you trust the media? How do you trust your sources?
You can't trust the media anyways.
I don't trust the media anyway.
But you can go to places. You can go to places like Ground News, which is a source on the internet that takes both sides of the right wing and the left wing and shows you which groups are looking at the most types of articles, etc. There are like more middle ground websites where you can do that. So, you know, there's that.
I like this girl.
I don't like to have an opinion unless I educate myself about it a lot first, and I like
can
research.
Wait a minute. Kingslayer showed up.
Oh, nice.
I'll just remove Sully.
Remove
Sully's
Sully.
here.
Sully's just gone.
No, he's
It says
offline.
offline.
He says offline. He disappeared.
There we go. I fixed it. Also, Marty was watching our last episode of the podcast, so the blonde bimbo would be your mom, Lauren. So I apologize, Wendy. I did not have all the information. He also says it's not showing. He also says it's not showing up on YouTube.
It's not showing up on YouTube.
But we have 21 viewers on YouTube, so I'm not quite positive.
It showed up to me. I just shared it to my Discord.
Yeah, I'm showing that I'm live on YouTube right now.
Did you try to refresh the page?
So as far as your nudes go, okay, so let me put this out there for you on the aspect. The child thing, yes, we need to figure out how to fix that and get 86 that. There's a
There
way
needs
for
to be
the,
laws around it. Yeah.
right, for the child, but the naked adultery, why not?
Because it's without their consent.
They're fucking computer generated.
But they're
It's not
taking
them.
images of real people.
But they're
Anyone
not
could
real.
take your face mark. Anyone could take your face mark and put it into porn, and then be like, "Your husband is having sex with me," and show it to her. If it
Right,
Wait,
you can do that.
that
New
point.
idea.
How do you
New
I'm
idea.
just saying. I'm just
Josh, so
saying.
you and I create photos of each other doing stupid shit for next week. We'll just,
I'm so
all right,
doing
John,
it.
bet. We're gonna have some fun now. All right, John, we got this.
But the other point, and you already brought it up, Mark, was the water issue. But that starts with data centers. And this is where I agree with you in your comparison of video games, because video games and computers also take up the exact same amount of resources in order to run the technology and the Wi-Fi and everything like that. Like, the Wi-Fi, the internet is along the bottom of the ocean, in giant, like, cords along the bottom of the ocean. That's how we have internet. So I get it. It also impacts the environment.
Just like the Titanic. Okay.
However, generative AI, specifically, again, the videos, the pictures, that generative, those things take a lot more energy to produce. The areas around the data centers are killing the environment, so nothing can live there. That includes animals, plant life, entire ecosystems, and if you learned anything about science in high school, you know how important ecosystems are to everyone, including bees, for example. Bees need to live in order so we have every single food that exists on this planet. So if we F with the bees, we're screwed. Yes.
I have a question. Why do you assume that some of us finish high school?
You don't have to have. You don't have to have.
Big words, and I feel dumb.
Wait. Do you live in Hawaii?
Circle of life.
Who? Me?
Angela beat the grass.
I'm Canadian.
Okay, you have those underwater cords?
No, I don't have underwater cords. No.
Then why are you saying that they provide you internet?
Oh boy.
Because the internet around the entire globe is run through tubes that run along the ocean floor.
They are.
And that is real. You can look that up. That is real. I'm not making that up for fun.
Are you like finding people that they run underneath the ground in the ocean?
I mean, that was true when I was in Hawaii.
It's further out in the ocean than you probably would be able to see. That's kind of the point.
That's where the cords are?
The depth, yes. Very deep down, yes.
Where Jaws hangs out.
Where scuba divers can go. And that's how we have photos of them, because scuba divers can go to that depth. But it is at a deep enough level where you would probably need an air tank to actually see them.
Where are we wiring the internet from? Are we bringing it in from Europe, or is it coming from China?
I actually don't know that.
The whole world.
These are all valid questions, guys. Valid questions.
I was
Keep it
going to say,
going.
that's a great question, but I do not know the answer.
Kanyan underwater. How else do you think we have friggin' internet?
But then the water point... But then the water point comes in that the water is used... Fresh water, not salt water. Fresh water is used to cool down the systems of the data centers, which means that it's evaporating, and it's not like... Okay, water basically disappear, and that not good thing for the entire planet.
And
basically.
that not good thing. So I see.
I use many word but little word do trick. Basically, the water isn't cycling the way that it should because it's not a natural process.
We're going to pass it over real quickly over to Kingsley. I want to try to get through the AI topic so we get the other topics.
You're good.
All right, Kingsley,
That was
your
my
thoughts
That was my
and
last
opinion on artificial intelligence.
It's taking over too much, and I'm echoing. Sorry.
No, you're not echoing.
I don't hear an echo.
I'm echoing on my end.
It just might be that you're hearing yourself, yeah.
Oh my God,
Yes,
Pearl, calm down. Shit, let the man breathe.
But anyway,
Fucking poop, man.
no, I think AI is demonstrably bad, and I think Pearl made a good argument saying it's taking over. Sorry, I can't hear myself think because I'm so. Anyway, good point. Bad is the goddamn. I can't hear anything. Bad AI taking over and using our resources and cooling ourselves. What are you saying? Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll move on. Mama Letty, thoughts and opinions on artificial intelligence.
When used and not when you instantly take whatever you get straight from the AI, whatever the prompt was you gave it, and you don't try and alter it in any type of way, like to make it your own creation versus the AI's creation, it can really mess with a lot of things that people don't actually understand when trying to use it and trying to use it like in their daily activities. Because, like Ken said, he was joking, but he generally more than likely does this, where he tries to
Always
make it
real.
so it sounds more like him. And that's needed because a lot of the times you're going to sit there and you're going to say, hey, write me up an email for blah, 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 blah. And if you just take that and send it, it's not going to sound like you. So if I was to send an email to Pearl's instantly going to know if I use ChatGPT. Because it's not going to sound how I sound when I text. And a lot of people don't realize that if you don't change it in some way from what the AI did itself, it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, Mark.
Hey, I love
Damn
AI.
it.
I use AI in my daily life. Let's go to a Raider. I'm sure he's ready to jump on this topic. Raider, thoughts and opinions on artificial intelligence?
There's a lot of cons to it, a whole lot. Economic standing, that's really horrible overall, but just for consumer basis, it's tragic because so many people there's not enough pushback to keep it safe. Yes, it's a tool. Yes, it's something useful that can be used to make your life better and easier. But overall, individuality is not there for everyone who's using it because they don't take it as inspiration to do something themselves. They are lazy. They're weak-minded, in my opinion. I will use AI for certain things, but then I look at it as like, oh, cool, I'm going to do this. I'm going to source it. I'm going to look at all these other things still. But most people won't do that because they lack the will to do it because they want easily digestible things. They don't even try anymore. And that's the reason why AI, in my opinion, is really horrid. Like I said, it is a tool, though, and it's out to each person individually to choose what they do with it. Unfortunately, that comes with all the negatives with it, too. All the negatives, because you can't just we don't have a registry online for people that are fucking horrible people to do all these fucking horrible things with all these images and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it goes back to the company's basis of who creates it. Of did they put the fail safes in there? Did they do all the coding right to make sure they couldn't get, do all this shit? They didn't. They said free source and do whatever. And if it's on the internet, we can use it. And they didn't think of that hard ahead. So they're not thinking for protection as well because they're worried about profit over everything else. So in my opinion, it's a slippery slope because it can be good for both. It can be good for bad, but it's each individual person. So that still goes to me as each person is individualized. For yourself, since you use it all the time like that, unhealthy as fuck, completely unhealthy as fuck. But for like little things like oh, I'm fucking busy as fuck and I have no time for it. Just quick recipe for like a couple days done. Sure, it makes sense, but all the fucking time, absolutely not. So.
Pearl, see you
I was gonna
raising
say
your
I
hand.
just wanted to add that also the creator of AI itself also said that he regretted creating it because of the laws and the lack thereof.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because internet presence laws, like, because I'm a gray hat and I know ways to look at it. Like, oh wow, that's that could be taken any way because they don't have it actually set in stone one way or another, right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like you just can't do, just don't touch it. But it's like, but you know how much stuff you can do, just knowing, like finding people, information, and everything like that, just from being able to look at certain code. Simple.
It's true.
Wendy, last on the panel from this big ass panel. Thoughts and opinions of artificial intelligence.
Well, first of all, I didn't know about the child pornography thing on there at all, but so of course I don't agree with that. But like, I use ChatGPT, the app, and I couldn't even make a fake pay stub today because it won't let me. I was trying to make it for an employee, which is probably fine, but I also run 2 businesses where I'm constantly creating images that I normally would not be. I'd still run the business. I would never pay anybody to create these images for me. It just makes my job way easier. So I like it.
Yeah.
I use it all the time, and I'd use
You
it
don't
for
consider that,
menu
like,
plans
cheating?
and recipes and all the above.
Wendy, you don't consider that cheating if you're basically making something else do your job for you? Like, I feel like that's cheating.
Well, I mean, I
Like,
could type
like,
it up and put it in word swag. It'd be the same thing. This just saves me time. Word swag and
Right, but I
pic collage
consider
would do
that
the same
cheating.
thing.
I totally consider if you didn't put in the effort yourself to do it, how are you going to get paid for it? I feel like the rest of the world is totally making money off of just being lazy and having these other things do it for them, where you're losing out. Like I said, on the like it was said before, like you're losing out on the creativity. The people that took the time to learn the skill, you're just going to walk in and be like, fuck you and the fact that you learned the skill. I've got AI to do it for me, and I'm going to get paid to do it because...
Not just that, but copyright. Like, that throws copyright out the window.
I feel like that takes away from your morals as a human. Like,
It's
straight up,
factual
you're
information.
really
It's not
lying,
something
like,
that's
oh yeah, I
copyrighted.
totally made this and I'm going to get paid for it. But you
So-
didn't. You
so-
didn't learn the skill. You don't know it. Like,
I didn't know it's gonna be a hot
Mark's
topic.
that's
man.
cheating life.
Mark's loving this.
I
You
know
did
that.
know. You know my
So-
stance. You knew this was going to be a hot topic.
So with that, like she said, like the moral standpoint, have you looked at society today in the first place?
Yeah,
Like,
put the
via
hard
the
work
moral
in
standpoint?
and show it.
But who does that?
So let's
anymore?
talk about hard work. All
I
right,
do.
so let's go back. Let's go back to hard work for
That's
me
not-
because I do want to jump in here because Wendy's being attacked, and I use this a lot for my businesses. Okay, I own a commercial cleaning company. I have now for what 18 freaking years, and I did the grinding. I did all the hard work originally to make sure I got my clients. Started off literally on welfare and busted my ass to get off of welfare to be where I'm at today to purchase my first ever home and everything else from scratch. Okay, now that I'm there, I want to sit back a little bit. So I now have artificial intelligence sending out prospecting email to other potential clients, an introduction email about what my cleaning company is, who we are, and the basis of our cleaning company, and then
I
it
was
tracks
in
everything. And
school. I like
listen,
my
listen,
my
Felicia, shh, I ain't done yet. Okay,
Felicia.
listen, and then it categorizes everything in a CSV file for me with their phone numbers and their contact information. So from 2 weeks from now, after it sends out a 2-week follow-up, I can then turn around and now do some telemarketing and call up the person and say, hey, this is Mark Greenlow, with AZM Cleaning. I just want to give you a quick call and, follow up with my emails. And now I can follow up and touch base with a customer. I build that traction and got that emails going through with them. There's an email line.
And now you've lost another job of somebody
How
that
did
was
I lose
skilled
a
enough
job?
to be an assistant. That's what I'm saying. You have given
I
your
don't. I
assistant
can't
job
afford
to an AI.
okay.
That's
I
cheating.
can't afford an assistant. As a small business owner, let me ask you this: as a small business owner in today's society, we cannot afford to pay multiple people $20 an hour that they're all whining for because we want to make sure we can get business. And for us to get business, we have to make sure our prices are lower than the industry
Mark, my mom
standard
is a
to
small
compete
business.
with these big corporations.
She had a daughter that went to school for merchandising and marketing that could help her with her work. I learned how to do it. I went to college to learn how to do it. Like, you put in the work, you put in the effort. That's the way
Thank
that
you,
our
Alex.
fathers and our grandfathers did it. I was raised differently. I think y'all are lazy.
Well, we live in a different society in a different world today.
And I think that it's
Yeah,
cheating.
you went to school for
I'm
it,
not
but
gonna,
I went to
I'm
Google.
not gonna move my
Well,
stand.
then we're cheating, but what's what we're also providing for our families. So you can call me a cheater
Yeah.
or whatever you want all day long. I will use AI to feed my family all day long.
But I don't need AI.
Well,
I
good.
think
Then you
it's a
know
good
what?
tool. I
Run
don't
your
think it's
business the
cheating
way you
either-
run your
either.
business. That's
I
not
guess-
reality for me.
I guess that's
I
what-
think
mean,
I think we're all getting a little fucking heated. Let's just-
No, this is good, John. This is good. This is the debate on artificial
I'm seeing
intelligence.
some fucking cat claws come out, bro. Like in the eyes, like
I don't. I just have run businesses and went out of business, and I know how to stay in business, and I know how to keep 12 kids fed, alive, and provided for. So nobody's going to call me a cheater and say that's how I run my business. If it is, it
And you
is.
got to look at it too. The world today has changed ever since COVID. The world today has changed ever since COVID. Ever since COVID has hit, the world as we know it has changed. A lot of businesses went out. And everybody else got to figure out now how to get their business back up there again, how to get it strong. With AI here, we have to learn to adapt. We have to learn to adapt with everything. Back in the day, if they were to have conversations over the phone about computers and internet back in the day, they would be talking like we are now because that was computers. They were scared of computers, and computers had the same thought process. Now we are in the world of artificial intelligence. This is the new thing that we all have to learn to adapt with. Do we need to do a couple more? Do we need to do more regulations on
So
it?
that they have more
Maybe.
control over your
But
life because you're handing it over because you're lazy.
They've always had more control over your
Don't
life.
call me
We'll move
lazy
on.
anymore, Lauren. Don't
Mark,
call me lazy anymore.
Mark, I have a question based on something you said earlier. You said
Shoot.
you have AI send out like emails to customers and stuff
Prospecting emails, yeah.
with their personal information, right?
With their name and email, correct.
Do you have their consent to give AI their personal information? Because if not, a lot of people with privacy issues
All right, hold on. All right, so Pearl, let me tell you how Pearl, can I tell you how prospecting works?
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. When you put your business name and your email on your website, thank you so much for the follow. You're giving permission for people to contact you. If your email and your business name is all on your website, you're giving that information. My AI scrapes the internet for businesses within my area for the certain categories that I'm looking for, such as restaurants, bars, and so much more. It searches for them, finds their website, scrapes the email from that, takes that email, pulls it into the program to email them.
So it's not individual people. It's corporations and companies. Okay.
Corporations and companies, correct.
Okay, because the way you worded it made it sound like it was individual people you were working with. So I was like, individual people. Like if John didn't want his information out there, like
using AI in a business aspect is great, especially for small businesses, because the bigger corporations are killing small businesses. That's already public
information. That's all I was saying. Like someone's private info. Yeah.
So no, AI can be beautiful for small businesses.
I had to know though. I had to know if it was like private or public. That's all.
Real quick here.
I mean, if it's in public, then it's not private anymore.
If you're talking like one-on-one, like say he worked like for like a lawn mowing company and someone gave him his info, right? And that's like a one-on-one conversation. Like you're not giving him consent to put that into a program that then could have that on its systems for however so long. And that will eventually get spread out because whatever's on the internet doesn't stay safe on the internet, and that includes AI.
But
so that person's personal information
but see, now Pearl, that ain't the AI's fault though, right? That's the internet's fault.
It's the person's fault, would be my point. That's why I was asking, was it private or public?
No, it's all public information.
Yeah.
Any information that you're scraping, that the AI is scraping. Do you understand? Okay, it's really hard because I don't want to get in a whole AI lessons with you, but
no, I get what you're saying about the public.
Do you understand how AI works? So, like, if you want to call to certain websites, you got to use these things called APIs. So you know what API is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to use a lot of API programming when you go into the artificial intelligence in order to tell it what to do. There's certain information you can feed to the AI and not feed to the AI to make sure you have it do the exact job you want it to do.
Yes.
And it goes with the same with prompting.
Yes.
Right. No, it's not. No, it's prompts. It's APIs is different websites that you can use that you can either pay memberships for. There's some that provide free services for you to use their API. Like Google provides free API to people to use their Google Maps. So you can use Google Maps to find business information to scrape from.
Yeah.
And people have been scraping for years, okay? It's just making it easier. So a small business, we'll say, like, for instance, I don't know, Ken. Ken started up a business. He wants to build a website, right? Ken's just starting out. His funds are low. Ken's got $500, but you know what? He wants to be an entrepreneur and start up a business. He can't afford to pay someone $5,000, $12,000 to build a website. So Ken goes to a website called lovable.dev. He types in a Lovable, hey, this is my vision for my business. This is what I want. This is my business name. Here's my domain name. Lovable, within 15 minutes, generates a website for him. He looks at it, goes, okay, let's change this. He gets his business website up. Perfect. Now he's got his business website up, ready to rock and roll. And then he goes around, turns around, hires a couple more ways to go ahead and generate his business to get AI to help him out. Now he's got a chain of employees that he does not have to pay for yet because, hey, Ken's only got $500. He can't sit there and pay someone $20 to $30 an hour that they're demanding these days because that's ridiculous. So he uses AI to help out. He's got himself some artificial employees to help manage his business to get him up and going. Now, once he's up there and he's generating, a decent revenue, we'll say $30,000 a month, now he can go out there and pay 5 or 6 people $20 an hour to get them to start rolling in and bringing it in for him. You can use AI for good,
This is why earlier I specified generative AI, because generative AI is, again, the photos, the videos, that stuff is extra bad in comparison to just, say, a prompt.
I mean, I will say my sister-in-law is a graphic designer. She's still bringing in the business. If people really want an actual artist to do it because they want, for instance, like you said, copyright protection, they're going to hire the artist to do the artwork for them. If someone's not worried about copyright protection, they're going to generate with AI, knowing the fact that AI's got a lot of disclaimers out there letting you know that you will not own the copyright to that material. It's the same with the music. You can pay You could pay companies like Suno AI. You could pay a monthly fee for Suno, or you could pay a yearly fee for Suno to create music from them and actually have it gives you permission to post that music, we'll say on Spotify, Apple Tunes. You own the rights to it as that time. But as the moment you stop paying for that service, you then lose the copyright for it. Ask Mark if it's okay for me to create robots to do his job better and cheaper. He loses his job. What does he do then? Oh, absolutely. There's already creating jobs. Listen, people are going to lose jobs. They lose jobs daily to certain things. Do you think we live in a world or an industry where you don't lose jobs to certain things? We have over centuries put people. AI is just a big, scary thing to people.
Because COVID killed half of our fucking workforce, and
I was gonna say self-checkouts at grocery stores, for example.
It's that's not AI's fault. That's not AI's.
Talking about a microwave like this.
Those are a separate issue.
It's all part of a massive plan.
Cooking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How old are you, Lauren?
36.
36. How old are you? Pearl.
LOL. I am turning 27 this year.
27, 36. Okay, so you're definitely not 80s babies. All right. So there's a difference of the shit that we've gone through as teenagers that you guys haven't gone through, that you have not seen a transition of where a lot of things.
6.5 years older than me, Mark. I grew up with an 80s sister because I was born in January of 90. Don't play
You grew up with, okay.
And my dad. I have two parents who are my
Every
age.
fucking body is talked over. It's weird. It's terrible.
What we have given up, all of our rights that we have given up to AI and technology.
What rights did you have?
What rights did you give up to?
Oh, come on.
What rights did you give up to AI? What rights did AI seriously just take away from you? Let's have fun.
Well, just in general, our lives are entirely all on the internet. They were not. We used to be able to party.
Okay, do me a favor. Shut off your computer.
What?
Disconnect from your computer. Unplug your computer right now. Guess what? It doesn't have control over you anymore, right? It's up to you whether or not if you turn on your device, whether or not if you use your device. It's just like it's up to an addict whether or not if they want to put that pipe to their mouth and start sucking in the toxins. It's up to an alcoholic to pick up a bottle and take a drink. I mean, it's up to you. It has no control over you. It's an addiction.
Yes, but do you remember MySpace? That whole thing. So from that moving forward, you're giving up more. You're paying for more. You're adding more. Your whole life's on the internet. Everybody spends all their time. Now you have to
unplug from it.
You're taking your phones everywhere with you. Your whole life is literally on the internet. It's only a matter of time. Now we tap to pay. All of our change, all of our money is coming.
Carry your debit card. Bring your cash. Hit the ATM.
It's only a matter of time. You're continuously saying this is easier.
Raider is raising his hand though.
Gain more control over everything that you do in your life. At what point do we say, I won't relinquish that because it's not easier? At this point, I've had to download apps to put internet in my house. I don't need to download apps put in my house. Why do I need to download apps? We should just be able to plug in the internet and have the internet like we always did.
Raider, what you got?
Now you have
Jump in, Raider. You're not going to be able to.
All right. So what you're saying is it's taking everything, right?
It's
your name's Lauren. Your name's Lauren, right?
What?
Your name's Lauren, or
yes.
All right, Lauren. You say it's taking everything. Here's the thing about that. It's been doing that since late 80s, and it's been taking over. But here's the thing. Society itself, the world itself, allowed this to get to this level. And we can't. You cannot stop the train now. There's nothing you can do. Unfortunately, you either adapt or cut it out.
Right.
And the only way you can do either one of those things is to go with the flow or completely isolate yourself. And most people can't stand or handle being isolated fully. They can't do that.
And I think that's crazy.
So it's not crazy. We are humans. We're not supposed to be isolated.
We're community building.
Well,
you're never ever going
go to your grocery store, meet people, talk to people. My brother, all he does is
somebody talk to me at the grocery store.
I'm very much a people person. I like to know. I want to talk to somebody live on the phone. I don't want to talk to.
Oh, I hate the AI phone calls.
The fucking numbers and try to get the right responses. I want a real person.
But here's the thing: it's not going to happen like that anymore unless you actually do something, have a community base behind you, to do something, have a structure behind it. You can't fight no more. No, fighting was
raising awareness helps, but
you have to
there's only so much that does.
2006.
because mid 2000s was the tipping point to show them, hey, guess what happens if we give people access to everything they want at a moment's notice? They'll fucking use it. Even if they depend on it or not, they will use it.
I've had to
no matter
conform.
what.
That's why I mean, obviously, you have to conform in order. Like, I need to have certain things to videotape to video chat my nieces who live on Cape Cod. I live in Maine,
Exactly.
right? So like, I need to have those things. I need to adapt in order to see them. Like, I love that. But at the same time, you sit there and you're like,
do you use an iPhone?
no, thank God.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay, you're smarter than that. Because there's certain things in the back end of iPhone.
Wait, John, did Raider just call us stupid, John?
What the fuck are you trying to say, bro?
There's a lot of issues with iPhones. There's a lot of issues with
I
iPhones.
gotta shut that off. Though, Mama Letty. Don't say it anymore.
Here's the thing. iPhone.
It's all frozen up over here, Mama Letty.
The back end of iPhone, they have a lot of things in there that you can't shut off. You can't tell it no, even if you uninstall it, they can't. And they siphon your information because you agreed to this consumer basis.
Yes.
And they could change it. They change it all the fucking time. That's the reason why. And their AI goes rogue way too many times.
They came out with Facebook right before I went to college. And I remember going to college and my parents even getting me like stickers that I could put over my camera. Because you don't know who's going to tap into your phone. You don't know who's going to tap into your computer. You don't know what they're going to take from your computer. Like,
security
you have
is
full
important.
access to my camera, and I thought my parents were crazy for it. But at the same time, I've had shit stolen from me. I've had my identity, my card, my whatever stolen from me. It happens. Like, I literally just got a message in the mail from like my from Maine Care telling me, oh, someone hacked into our computer and they have all of your information. I'm sorry, but I needed to let you know. There's nothing they're doing about it. Now, where is my information? Where did it go? Who has it? What are they using it for?
That's been happening for years.
This is phone calls about cleaning services.
It's
What's that, Ken?
Mark is using it to send you messages about cleaning services.
Yes. Thank you so much for your information. I bought it from. Listen, I bought your information from the Nigerian prince, and I've been using it now for quite some time. Okay, so I just want to let you know the Nigerian prince sold me all your information.
And I've made pornographic pictures of John.
Oh yes, please put those out.
No, you can't have them.
So everything that you say you want, Lauren, everything you say you want, okay?
Yeah.
If that's what you want, give me 3 stages and make that actually possible that every single person on the world or in your county can do.
What do you mean?
Like you said, you wanted to take it back. You wanted to get away from it, disconnect from it, and not rely on it so much. Give me 3 stages that you can do that in your community alone. Just your community, small areas, smaller, so you don't have to worry about the whole world.
I mean, like with my mom's business, we go to local shows. I want to meet people. I want to have connections. I want to do word of mouth. I want to go back. I go back to a lot of what used to happen.
Okay.
I love that. I love the personal connection. I want to find somebody, like when I call a company, I want to find a local person to talk to. I want to tell them what's going on. I love that I love the personalization that used to be what the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s were about.
Community.
That was when I was growing up. That was when my brain was developing. That was when I felt life was the best. We had the greatest economy. We had really a lot of things going for us. People were really smart. They wanted to be smart. They wanted to learn things. People went back to college. Adults went back to college to learn more things. Like,
are you saying they're not doing that anymore?
Everybody's lazy. AI is just going to do it for us. Well, I don't. I want to learn things. I want to know it.
It is definitely a scam.
Unfortunately, it is.
So that's one thing. What's your other 2?
I don't know. I feel like I connected them all together.
Yeah, because that basically right there is just community itself.
I want to have personal connections. I want to be able to, I don't know. I'm drinking.
Well, the reason why I asked that, because people always say they want to change something, but they never have a plan or any way to fucking set forth and make it work. And unfortunately, I look at people all the time, like, even if they have a good cause for it, but no way to actually enact it or make it work right, I look at them most times like, you're a fucking idiot. Because you can't demand people to do this, but not have a way to do it. You say, I want this to be right, but how do we get there? There's no step.
Can I answer as well?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I would personally stop using it myself, obviously, because it all starts at yourself. You have to make the choice yourself before you're going to convince anybody else.
Okay.
Then I would probably educate what I'm doing right now, right?
Okay.
And then I would probably try and get people who agree with me to raise money or try and do things to push the laws that I want to see enacted. There's 3.
There's 3. Okay. Where do you see that going for you?
I think with the grand masses, unfortunately, not knowing, like a lot of the points that I even just said here, like a lot of people in this panel didn't know about the child thing, or like, you know, that you can just do anything like that. So I think that awareness needs to be more, like, important and actually valued, because those things are really important and available, exactly. And so, like, anyone who knows should, like, use their platform.
Speaking of children,
yes.
Speaking of children, my child
Mark.
My child John would like to join in on this conversation. He feels that he is left out, and John would like to join in. My child John, feel free to speak.
Yes, but can I get off of topic for 1 second? Because John asked a question earlier, and I really wanted to answer it earlier, but everyone was talking.
Good.
John, you were asking about how iPhone was bad? I have one.
I didn't ask.
Okay. Okay.
No, he did. He asked how iPhone's bad.
Okay, I thought so. But, like, one big reason, and I'm a hypocrite myself, so I can, you know, at least admit it, but cobalt in the Congo is actually mined by women and children, and it's actually extremely dangerous to your health and their health, and it's something that provides the batteries in all of our phones. So that's just another bit of education for everybody.
I feel like you're not educating, but you're berating.
Because I have one. Because I have one, so I'm talking to myself too. That's why I always buy used and I never buy a new one. Because I'm still trying to keep up the recycle version rather than. I would love to change to a Samsung though.
I just want to point something out here, okay? With everything everyone's saying about AI and this and that, the only thing I have to say is that, have you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yep.
Yes.
That's where we're going as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's because people aren't fucking informed and don't know anything. And
I know.
They're too, I don't want to say lazy, but they don't know how to find the information readily to help them become informed. Because as a whole, the United States back in the 50s, 60s used to be very well informed. Everyone was well informed. We were great back then. And now we've been bullied down by a bunch of shit, and now no one is informed.
Well,
which is why it's so important.
Can I tell you, I'm not going to get political, but no one's informed anymore because no one knows who to trust anymore. No one can trust their media outlets anymore. Back in the day, you could trust your media outlets. No one can't trust their media.
But with that is, like, for myself, I reach out to, like, people from other countries, things like that, and actually talk. I actually see it. I know a lot of people don't have the avenue. Like a lot of people don't have that avenue, but I did. I made sure to have good bonds with people from everywhere.
And to reply to Cassie in chat, to reply to Cassie in chat, there's informed and then there's really informed. Getting both sides of a story and talking to both sides, and forming your own opinion on what you've learned from both sides. Learning things from one side makes you a fucking bigoted individual on that one side perspective.
Right. Networking is so great. If you network from other countries, like the way that history is written. I remember I was working as a manager and I had J1s working for me. Compared to our history. Wow. If you ask them what's in their history,
it is different.
But having friends from other countries, from other nations, from other religions, a better what's going on in the world.
We're so childish.
Mark can't take anything seriously for too long.
I know. I'm gonna call him a throwback every time I look at him.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say it's almost an hour of AI conversation. I was gonna say, yeah.
We haven't got.
Oh man, John, I'm not picking the next subject, John. You know what? Let's have Wendy plus 12 pick.
You wanted interesting conversation. That's why you invited us on. Okay.
This is what I was hoping
say
for.
about 3 sentences on the last topic. I'm good.
All right, John, pick a topic.
A topic? Fuck.
Oh yeah, dude, I got tears in my eyes right now.
Let's see. We have some veterans in here. We could talk about veteran stuff. I'm sure some people
come up with something.
I mean, we could just literally just talk about the general state of how the United States treats their veterans.
I think that's crap. I work in a nursing home. I know that's crap.
I'm Canadian, so I don't live there, but I know that it's not good.
Canadian. So many things
Canadian.
just became clear.
People that fought for our country and our freedom, and not only
how about you look at the
veterans?
You can look at veterans, but you can also look at as everything as a whole too. How even in Canada side, citizens right now we're living where even all of our politicians, no matter what side you look on, we're all peasants and being treated badly right now. There's a lot of shit right now that could be doing better for us, but it's not, because it is big corporations that are making out better than we are. You could talk about that, because there is not too many people that don't know much about veterans out here, except for the ones that are on the panel.
That's why you start giving them awareness and actually talking out loud about it. I've been doing that for like the past 6 months out loud.
Right, but the biggest thing you should probably talk about then is 22.
Yeah, but that stat alone isn't it's just a number, because most people don't know how to help in the first place to get them from that. That's why I started working with Camp Hope. You know, they actually go across the nation to help them. Like, if you need help, reach out. And it's the hardest part to get them to reach out, because we don't trust anybody. There's no reason to trust them, because they've shown time and time again what happens when we give them like 10 to 20 years of our fucking lives. Like, yeah, we'll be here to help you. And then they give us a fucking number to call. And guess what? The people that can't fucking actually help you when you need the help.
Or a shit ton of pills and tell you to fucking suck it down. And
oh, absolutely. They try to numb you.
I tried to call my insurance company the other day. It just took me in fucking loops about like some bullshit, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's all they did with you, wasn't it, John? They just give you a bunch of pills to kind of shut you up.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm going through
they're
right now.
fucking with him bad.
Yeah. And I told him what to do. It's like, look, if you're gonna do this, there's a certain way. Like, don't do it their way. Do it this way, and tell them that. Be an advocate for yourself.
Did you tell them to take half?
For you. I told them 50 is fine.
Yes. I told you the same
Stay on
thing.
that. Stay on that for a while, to make sure how you regulate yourself.
Yep.
Don't fucking do up.
we have a caller?
It's too much. It's too much.
Turn down your TV.
Too much thick half.
So yeah, don't do that. I've been on the medications for years.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on the medication for years, man. That's why I tell you that. And it's not the best pleasant thing unless you have someone that's rock solid, that's going to be there, that's been through it before with you. Don't do what they tell you to do, because they're doing their fucking job, because this way they say it should dosage for average people, but unfortunately we aren't average people.
It's not one size fits all, bro. If it's not good for you because you don't do drugs and your body's not used to doing drugs, they gave me so many crazy drugs after I fucking gave birth to my children, and I took a normal one size pill that they told me I should take and passed out cold in my driveway. No, my body doesn't handle drugs. I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs. My body doesn't handle drugs. Half of it was fine.
Well, my biggest thing is actually just finding information with the VA. Like, there are so many avenues, so many commercials, so many, when you first get out of the military, it's like, okay, where the fuck do I go?
Absolutely. Nowadays, it's a little bit better. Not a lot. It's a little bit better on how they educate you when you get out, but it's still not enough.
I mean, you got the 20 people, telling you which avenue to go down, because you've got every state, you've got people from Vietnam, the Gulf War, and Iraq, like, oh, I went this avenue, oh, I went this avenue. You're like, well, I got out in 2019. I don't know. I don't know if that person that you were probably meeting with you got out in like 2006 is going to be that same person that can help me out today. Because that's what I've seen a lot was, talking to these different types of people, and then all of a sudden finding those avenues that those people were taking either A, are not available, or B, they've evolved into something else.
It's just like that saying, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. It's everybody telling you what they did after, but it doesn't necessarily fit you and your lifestyle.
I ended up getting a lawyer to help me with my compensation stuff with the VA, because I couldn't make sense of it. I couldn't. It's in so much lawyer speak that if you don't understand it, you're essentially getting fucked.
Yeah.
And the fucked up part is so why do I have to pay for a lawyer to, tell the military that I'm disabled?
Now,
that's
talk
the
about
fucked up
lawyer
part.
mumbo jumbo. If you get lawyer information, you don't understand it. Here's the wonderful thing that we go back to.
Here we fucking
go. Take that document, put it in AI, and let it dumbify it for you a little bit, and it'll explain the documents.
You're fucking lazy, though. I mean, you're just lazy, Mark.
Just lazy because I don't understand this lawyer garbage, and I need it dumbified for me just to let.
There's a thing called a dictionary, and you can find it on Google for free.
AI. Listen, Pearl.
When I was a kid, I used to ask my parents how to spell words.
Seriously though,
Look it up in the fucking dictionary.
You got a 3,000 lawyer document. Okay, you get a 3,000 lawyer document. You can't understand shit out of it because lawyer garbage is fucking horrible. You put that document in, have it break down all the key points that you need to know. It's beautiful.
In Massachusetts, we send our kids to school and we learn shit.
Can I also just point out, AI very much gets things wrong because all it's doing is grabbing information from the internet. You know how everyone says, don't Google your symptoms? That's what you're doing with literally all of this stuff when you put it into AI. You might not get the truth or fact or something that's actually real and
It's got a disclaimer at the end that says, I'm AI, I'm not an actual lawyer, I'm not an actual therapist, I'm not an actual whatever the fuck.
Yes, there's always a disclaimer so that they can't get sued.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which is also lawyer speak.
Actually took it in college. Network.
Just saying.
Like a normal human.
With litigation, it's one of those things that you can't play with like that.
Yes.
Yeah, like Mark says, you can do it through AI and give you some snippet to make it readable, but I always tell you to fucking have a real person at least, because sometimes like they do fuck up. Because like going through the NDAs, everything like that, you look at sometimes they use words for litigation that you will never understand what it means, even if you look it up, because it's a common legal term. And if you're not educated with it, you won't get it. But like I said, you try to reach out to the right people, because some lawyers' offices and that might be nice and just say, yeah, man, we'll look at it for you. Especially
and
if
AI might screw you over. It might give you the wrong information and screw you over even worse.
With lawyers, often it's finding precedent cases. Precedent cases are what
just saying it could. Just saying it could.
Everyone.
Not that it will.
2 seconds. Shh. I just want to point out.
Emotional damage.
Exactly. But I want to point out that whenever I have questions about stuff with the VA and lawyer speak, I'll either ask Mark, or I can't figure out Terry.
Right here, me. Yeah. Yeah, but that's just because I educated myself. I went through the hard process of it, though. So I said, cool, I gotta know this to help other
John knows
people.
how to ask normal humans who are smart about the topic.
But when you ask Mark looks up on AI.
Yeah, he definitely does. I can't even deny that. He probably fucking does.
Quick question. So
always ask
when you
Mark.
guys
Mark always has
retired,
great
are you retired or
Yes.
just got it? Okay. So
I'm
whenever
retired.
you did, I also retired. But when I was getting out, I spent 3 weeks in classes learning how to do all this shit. And a part of that, at the end of that, was where I went through with a person that worked at the, on base there, that went through all of my medical records. We talked from head to toe. They listed all this shit out, right? And then from there, it was that easy. And then from there, we sent it into the VA, and the VA set up me like 43 different appointments to go double check all this shit. Dick don't work, ingrown toenails, whatever the fuck I said, right? Just whatever it was. Then they come back and they confirm all of those things. Turns out the dick don't work didn't work out for me. But anyway, but so they found that to be a lie. But I go through all this stuff, and then and that was automatically submitted, and then I received a package that said, "Congratulations, you're 100% permanent total." But I didn't have the complication. Like at some point, you could just look online, and you listed all 43 things on there. And just list them, and then they set for you. I don't know that it was as terrible as an experience, but I do know that like if you're under 100%, I know that you go back in, look at those things that you submitted, and then you can resubmit for some of those things for reconsideration, or
for
as they get
service
worse.
connected.
It's online, just an online thing, and it's cool. And even if you get a 0%, it's still service connected, and it's still a percentage because 0 is something, and it can always go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you would need to find another couple of small ones. Snoop, you'd be there.
Here's the thing too. Like when I got out, I didn't have no fucking class that was 3 weeks long, going through all that shit. I got a packet with my DD-214, and it said, "Here you go, have a nice day." Kicked me off the base, and I had to figure out how to get home.
So for that's why I say it's better now. They started implementing, like, I don't know on any other base, but for me, I was Lejeune, so there's TRS class, sets and tabs, things like that. They just do that, and they said every month somehow the class somehow got a little bit longer and longer and longer because they started figuring out that, hey, this is not helping our guys when they get out, because we're just setting up for failure to throw them out there. It's like, figure it the fuck out. And yeah, it's still not enough information for anybody that's not retired, because the people that are just getting out because, like, just, you know, they're 5 years, 4 years, or whatever, they get the base information, and yeah, they get their stuff through, oh, you talk to the VA guy and everything like that, and they go out and they're like, what the fuck do I do now? And they're like, oh, do I have to go there? They don't understand it, because, like, for us, when you're in the military, you just go to medical, go to sick bay, go to do these simple things like that, and just go get checked out and be done. They don't know, oh, I gotta go to this specific place. They don't know that. They don't know that because everybody's different. They're not going to the same fucking place back home, so they can't say, you go here when you get out.
Maybe the Marine Corps did a better job than the Navy.
They did. Well, I was in the Navy. I was a corpsman, so it was one of those things of, like, you know, it was.
You count as one of us.
No, Ken, I want you to explain, how are they better than you? Remember, tell me what you said about that before, Ken. How did you explain it?
Oh yeah, it's the men's department. You know what I mean? Like
Wendy, what about Ken? We're talking about veteran status, and were you with Ken when he got out?
My Ken?
Yes.
So he was in for 6 years. He got out right before 9/11. Tried to go back in immediately, but he was never active. He was only ever reserves.
Okay. So were you with him, though, when he was getting out processed?
Yes.
How was his transition?
Well, it was pretty simple. He was only ever reserves. He never served in any, like, anything.
Right,
Don't diminish it. He's still pretty.
I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm not trying to make light of it. There was not really any transition. He was done. He signed the papers. He was out.
I think that's how reservists work. I mean, and not diminishing it as well. It's just you don't show up next weekend.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or the next month. Yeah. It's not. Yeah.
But I know now for active duty, we went through like 2 or 3 weeks worth of, you know, at least in the Army, it was like 2 to 3 weeks worth of classes of, hey, let's learn how to build a resume. Let's learn how to, you know,
PowerPoints.
Yeah, PowerPoint. Yeah, death by PowerPoint.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that shit. They just threw me out in the cold and said, "Have a nice fucking day, buddy."
No, they made us build a resume. Like, I mean, like, we had to build a resume. We had to come in and show, and then we even had like example, like interviews, mock interviews, stuff like that. I mean, it was pretty legit. I'm not gonna, you know, I can't shit on the way that they treated me when I got out. So I mean, maybe I'm in a different crowd, but I thought the VA was pretty straight up the whole time. The thing that I didn't know about was community care. That was probably the biggest thing that I had to learn about. Is like, I don't have to go to the base or the VA. I can apply for community care, but then they kind of took care of that, and you know, I learned, you know, about how that works. So I think it's pretty legit. You just have to, you know, like you said, educate yourself a little bit. But I just
also learning on how to get into the system, like how to, because a lot of people, at least my dad, because my dad was back in the 80s, you know, and when he got out, it was, here you go. I mean, he was over in Korea and whatnot. He still has a 0% disability, even though he's got hearing loss and whatnot. And it's like, well, why don't you go to the VA? But he's one of those people that's like, nah, I'm good.
You're going to notice, though, that the veterans from that era, like the Vietnam War, Bay of Pigs and stuff like that, were definitely treated differently than the veterans in today's society. I mean, when my grandfather passed away, Marine Corps, gunny sergeant, and he served in Bay of Pigs, he served in Vietnam, as well as multiple other tours, we still had to fight through tooth and nail just to get him his military burial. And we just got a bus of probably friggin' 6 Marines to get off the bus to bury them. It was horrible. So like the veterans of the past, the ones that were treated the worst.
I was gonna say, from my understanding, they had it the worst in actual combat and everything, and they were talked down on back then, in comparison to like the people who served before them in World War.
There was a different level of patriotism.
I think there was a bit of I just watched a video on it the other day, and I think there was a bit of like a flip flop, but now it's the reverse.
Not
There's more respect for, not everywhere, but.
Go ahead, Ken.
I would say that
also the different type of war.
No, exactly.
Like World Wars, we agree that everybody was, patriotism was high, nationalism was high. That was a big deal back then, and also they didn't have AI. They didn't have social media, right?
Gotta bring it back.
They had to absorb their news, slowly. Like it just didn't travel as fast because you didn't have it immediately. So a lot of people were just uninformed of the things, and then many years later they started getting pissed off. But everything was over by then, so they were like, fuck it, So nowadays, but in Vietnam, we started getting news stories immediately, and people started like not trusting the government as well. Like, why are we involved in this war in Vietnam? Why is my child going to Vietnam whenever I don't give a shit about Vietnam? What has that got to do with me? That's today's Iran. Same shit's going on now. People are wondering why the hell we put boots on the ground there, because I don't understand the problem. The problem is that we've always done that. Since the beginning of the United States of America, right after we won our own, we started going around and fucking up everybody else that was taking freedoms from other people. We considered ourselves to do that, and we always did that. So that's the reason why we're looking at it. It's about trade. It's some religion, but all it is about trade right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason why we're involved. And then the allies of Israel, and people were wondering, like, how does that all work out? And there's religious belief behind, like, is this the beginning of the end times? And everything always has a way of working all that out. But what I'm saying is that I see the necessary need to take advantage. It was a very advantageous thing that we jumped into. I don't think that we would have jumped into a war with Iran if things didn't already start happening. We just jumped in and we were like, hey, this is our opportunity. Let's go ahead and take out these weirdos. And then maybe we can get something out of this too. But I think we've been pre-staging this for a while. Venezuela was a pre-stage. That was a pre-stage to everything that's going on over there. So I do think that we have the most lethal, force in the world. And I think that you're supposed to do a little bit of good for that. And I don't think that the people of that country were treated very well, but I don't think that we need to be going in everywhere and just being everybody's police force. But I do trust that when we do and how we do it is the best in the world, and we know exactly what we're doing. We know how to be lethal when we need to be lethal. We know how to be a police force when we need to be a police force, and a humanitarian force when we need. So I think that I always will support the military and what they're doing, because I know that they're following what they're supposed to do. But in that same sense, I also trust that the reason why we're in there is probably a little bit more than what I'm ready to understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my place to understand, because I'm not the president. I'm not, I don't get those briefs. I don't know what's going on. But I know that, I just got to think that we're there doing the right thing. Or I could just believe in conspiracy theories and just, hate the world.
Tinfoil over the head. Yeah.
Right. They're making the frogs gay, Ken. They're making the frogs gay.
I got plenty of hats over here, bro. Come on.
Good night. Good night.
Get him.
No, I'm not. I agree with Ken. And if you actually look at how Iran, if you want to talk on Iran for a minute, look at how Iran used to be. Girls used to be able to go to school. Women used to be able to go to school. Women used to be able to work until they were taken over by that regime. And then the regime took away every woman right there ever was. The women turned into slaves for their husbands. They turned into sex slaves. And you'll see a lot of women out there now making videos thanking America for jumping in to try to save their country. So, yeah, Iran used to be actually a good country back in the day.
But let's not forget praying mantis now.
Oh, dear God.
Now, just remember, guys, I know what the problem is. It ain't got no gas.
Ain't got no gas.
You would think they would learn in the Reagan years with praying mantis, not that we sort of mean what we say. go fuck shit up. Yeah, we're just gonna destroy half your navy and about 3 or 4 of your oil rigs.
Can we? All right, I'm not gonna go full blown politics, but can we all agree the same with the quote that was made the other day in news about, well, why didn't Japan warn us? Was like one of the best quotes ever made. That was like one of the best quotes ever. Why did Japan warn us about the harbor?
her facial expression said it all too. She's just like
classic. All right, that was it for politics. Let's move on. Oh shit! You know what, Ken? You know what? You got some good conversation, Ken. I want you to pick the next one.
Okay. Let's talk about how you know the new ways of making money out there. You know, like social media, right? So it becomes very profitable, right, to go on TikTok, and we have some people that are on TikTok that monetize off of it. Now, how cool is that you could take a mother of 12, a mother that stays home with medical, you know, with migraines and stuff like that. How cool is that somebody could stay home that has maybe a disability that can make, you know, that can make a living or feel like they're providing or being a part of it. Let's talk about the social media aspect of what's going on in the world and how people are monetizing that today.
Love it. Let's go. Let's start off with a mom of 12 who is slaying it out on TikTok right now, who's built a big fame, not just on TikTok, but on Facebook.
I'll be right back.
And started off with a boutique and brought that boutique into her home. Wendy.
Well, that's me. So I do have 12 kids, and we did lose everything lost all our businesses in like 2020. And we were on assistance, everything, like hit rock bottom. And then one day I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I hit that live button, and I met y'all like what, probably July or August of 2024, maybe.
Yeah,
but I just went live and ran with it. And I've built 3 businesses thanks to TikTok, Facebook, AI. And my kids aren't hungry, I'll tell you that. They're actually got things handed to them on a silver platter right now. So
let's go. Social media has its perks, right? I did very well on social media for the longest time. And I say I did very well because I'm building back up from the bottom. I was one of the ones, I started having that success. I had 150,000 followers on TikTok, mutual friends with celebrities and everything else like that. But because I'm a political commentator on the old account, I had multiple reports and my account got taken away from me and I can't get it back now. So we start from scratch. But everything you guys see within the studio in here, everything you see is thanks to social media. I would have never been able to, as a father of 5, support my family with my commercial cleaning company. I would have never been able to do this just off of that alone, because that was my business to survive. It was the social media aspect of working and grinding and the love and the community that you build on social media. I can't say just making money off of social media is its perk and its loan and alone. It's the friendship and the relationships that you develop over this app, right? So yes, you do miss a little bit of that real personal connection if somebody's spoken about passionately about before in the past, but you do build this friendship and this bond with people online that you never had of. I would have never met Andrew and built that relationship with Andrew and his wife, Haley, if it wasn't for the internet. Sully, a great friend of mine who I find out that I find out from a lot of people that he takes my advice to fucking high levels, that I would have never met Sully and had that good connection with Sully if it wasn't for TikTok. I would have never met Ken and his wife, Misty, if it wasn't for TikTok. Mama Letty, Pearl. I wouldn't say Raider because I met Raider through John, but like there is such a great community that you can build on this, not just financially, but in a personal level as well. Because I'm somebody who quit alcohol. I quit drinking. I used to be a big fucking drunk. I used to love my fucking alcohol. I was a social alcoholic. And I used the avenue first that John bitches at me for not making anymore is hot sauce. I started off a building for my love of hot sauce and torturing John on sampling my hot sauces. until he cried like a little bitch. And then I went to TikTok, and that's what's kept my sobriety. So to see people become financially stable on social media, not just TikTok, but all around, is phenomenal. But do I think it's taken away from a lot of them because of some of these bigger content creators? I do think there's an issue there. I think there's an issue when you got bigger content creators being pushed out further than some of the medium to smaller content creators. I've seen people out there. We'll take, I like the guy too. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy, but Jeffree Star, you take Jeffree Star, for example, slaying it out there. He's got a perfume business and stuff like that. Actually, I won't use him because he actually acknowledges his gifters. So let's take the ones that don't acknowledge the people that gift. That drives me nuts. Your wife, Misty, holy shit. I've never seen somebody dance so much in my life for their fucking gifts. Like, it's the ones that don't acknowledge and don't appreciate even the smallest gift as a rose that's given to them. People work hard for their money. So when they gift, they're gifting from the heart. They're gifting from their own wallets. So that should be very well appreciated no matter what, right? I think that's my biggest pet peeve about it. Is the biggest content creators out there that are not appreciating the love and support that they're getting from their fans. Because you got a mom that's probably watching you. She's probably going, or a father that's going through depression in their life, and they watch you. You make them happy. You take that moment in their life, you turn something negative into a positive for them, and you make them feel great about themselves. So now they want to show a little love and support about you because they want to let you know, hey, I'm here, I care. And I love that. So when I see people like John, when John games, John puts a lot of put into it. Fuck, I watched John die on stream one day for eating a one chip to, show his community some stuff out there. Wendy, I watched Wendy going live cooking with her stream. And it's so funny because if you're in like her Discord channel, if she doesn't go live, the moment she's supposed to go live, that Discord's blowing up like, oh my God, is Wendy alive? Did Wendy die? What happened to Wendy? Why is Wendy not on? Right? You see that out there. I see it in John's too. Like, John, why haven't you gone live in a while? John, you got to get out there. And it takes a lot for a content creator. And Wendy and Ken, I like to hear from and Mama Letty and John. It takes a lot for a content creator to build up that mood too, because you can have the shittiest day as a content creator in your life, like the shittiest day, but you, in the end, you got to go live for that 1 hour to put on a smile and let everybody know that, hey, I'm okay, and I hope you're doing okay as well. You got to put on that smile. Sometimes there is that fake smile behind that content creator because they still want to be out there acknowledging the people that are, their community. Wendy, what are your thoughts on that? The Ken, John, Mama Letty, Raider, you do podcasting, and I think you do a little bit of TikToking as well. Andrew just started, so we'll talk to him shortly. But Wendy, let's go with you. Then we'll go to John, and then we'll go to Ken, Mama Letty, and Pearl, and Raider. Well, no, Wendy, Raider, Mama Letty, Ken. Okay, we'll go. Wendy.
I will say for mine, I do show up every day, at least cooking, because I have so many women. It's women mostly. Since I've lost weight, the men have started showing up, but mostly it's women. But I have a lot of women who watch me that, like, they tell me how much I help with their anxiety, but it's also maybe a little bit more accountable to how I let men treat me, because we all know that somebody pretty bad came at me on TikTok and treated me really badly, and I let it happen like 3 times, and then he wished my mother dead, and I had to stop it. And I had to say, you know what, no more. You're not going to treat me bad like that. Because I have about 800 women that watch me every day for dinner. Some have special needs. Some have been in domestic violence situations. And it's not okay, as a content creator, an example to these women, to watch me let this old man mistreat me. It's not okay. And so I cut ties with that guy. I love that guy. And it wasn't my favorite thing to do. But I also couldn't sit there and let a guy treat me that way, and by being an example to these women.
Treat you that way publicly?
What?
You're saying you love that guy,
right,
but he treated you that way publicly?
The individual we're speaking of, he does have some issues. We're not going to get about on TikTok. Yeah. There is some stuff that we know about that individual that he has that we're not going to get into it, and
right.
We can talk about it.
And he's actually would like to apologize and talk to me, and I'm willing to do that. I can't set myself up in front of all these women to be mistreated by a man on this app, because it's not fair. They're going to say, well, somebody watches me every day for their anxiety, or they feel bad. But well, Wendy takes it from this guy who treats her really bad online, so it's probably okay for me to be mistreated.
No, I
Anyways,
totally
that's
do
just
that.
like
I
one
can't
thing that I
imagine
found that I
everybody
need to be an
coming to
example
do that.
to these women who are watching me, and it's kind of made it like a little bit more, I don't know, more important for me
It
to
helps
show
you.
up for them.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
helps you lay down that fucking boundary for sure. I would never let
So,
someone treat me like that in front of a bunch of women that
so
thought so badly of
anyways,
me.
but I do have to show up. I do show up for them every day, because if I don't, they're having great anxiety for whatever reason. I don't know why, because I'm a hot mess. You know, I bring them something.
So I'll just
Listen, we're all a hot mess. We're all a hot mess.
I don't show up for you, Wendy. I show up for your fucking food, first of all.
Actually, that's the funny part. I'm not a good cook, nor do I enjoy cooking. I just have to cook because I have 12
You
kids.
make it look like you enjoy cooking.
This is true. She does.
No, I don't enjoy
Make
it.
it
I don't
look
like it, and I'm not very good at it. Sage is. But I don't know why. You know what? And you were talking about like certain creators being pushed out more. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm pushed out more. I don't. And I don't take it for granted either, because I do realize my time is limited on this app.
So the push out, let me rephrase that. The pushing out more wasn't rephrased like towards you. I think
I knew you
it's
didn't
the amount
mean
of
me,
followers.
but it
So
is true.
it is, certain creators get dealt down, right? I will admit, I'm a vulgar fucking creator. I have no filter, and that's probably one of the reasons like TikTok's like, we can't push this guy out. But I get that part. But like I do see like some creators out there that I'm amazed at, like, wow, why don't they have thousands of viewers in here? Why don't they have a few hundred viewers? It amazes me, right? Like, first, I watch Misty, this woman grind, Ken's wife, grind, and like she'll get there. Oh my God. Thank you for the rose.
Yeah, she does it for follows too.
Misty has great energy. Misty has the hustle, and Misty has the consistency, which I have preached on this since I've started, that anybody can get what Misty's getting or what I've gotten with the same consistency and hustle. I do believe that.
I will agree. My viewership did bump up today, so I will agree. I've been keeping up with consistency, so I will agree. But let's jump down to Raider as a content creator on Twitch. Not really TikTok, but more on Twitch. What are you seeing, Raider?
For myself, Twitch, easy. For me, it's easy because I like conversations, every conversation. I keep it in TOS, which I hate a lot, because there's some things that people are they want to ask questions about. They go to every other content creator on Twitch, and they're like, we can't talk about any of this. So I was like, yeah, well, here I curate unsafe space as much as I can. Like, I keep within TOS so nobody can throw a bitch fit about it. But we'll talk about it. We just use better vernacular, higher intelligence with it, and most people come in there, don't know what's going on, but literally cry left wing everything most of the time. And they have the conversation with us though, and they're like, "Oh, I can't talk about this on Twitch." It's like, why? Nobody's here watching you. They're watching me. They're just usually asking me questions back and forth, going back while I'm playing games or doing anything like that. And then I do the podcast on YouTube. I pulled it from Twitch because I realized I wanted to have real conversations. I want to have real weight. I want real substance, and I'm not here for the fucking laughs. I'm here. I want to have conversations with people that actually want to have it. Something that actually matters, something to educate, and something to show people, hey, I know you're thinking this is the right thing, but have you even looked at everything? Because I'll go through and look at everything. I'll look through everything and source it all, and I'll give you every single bit of information I found. So you can go ahead and go there and say, oh, I think you're lying. Okay, here, everything I got. Go ahead, have fun with it. Go look through all of it. I'll sit up for fucking 17 hours at a time going through information just so I can make sure I'm giving the best knowledge and being the best informed. Because I refuse to give misinformation for any case. Because they're like, you could be more entertaining. So, yeah, you want entertainment, go to my Twitch. Don't go to my podcast. You want information, you want to be well read, and you want to know what's going on. Because I know everybody doesn't have the amount of time in the day that I do. So I was like, cool, I'll give you as best I can. And if you want more back and forth, talk to me about it. We'll talk while I'm doing everything else. I have no problem with it. But I enjoy Twitch because Twitch is only for enjoyment for me. That's it. If they want something real, what I actually care about, then they go to the podcasts on YouTube, everywhere else. So, and I talk about everything that's real there. We'll have some fun with it. We always do, but we go back to what's important.
All right, bet. Now let's go Mama Letty, then John, and then we'll go down to Ken and Pearl. Mama Letty, as a content creator, we've seen you starting just this year. That was your New Year's resolution to start picking up on your streaming. Doing some of the good famous tricks that I started off with the sound effects that drive you absolutely crazy. It makes you want to jump off a ledge. Mama Letty, what are you seeing as a content creator in your end of things?
So, since the beginning of the year, I've actually lost like quite a bit. Like I saw the numbers start dropping, and then after that, I just kind of gave up on keeping an eye on it because for some reason they were dropping, whether it was TikTok, whether it was whatever. But I've been starting to stream again. Mainly, my motivations at this point have been not only Dakota or Pearl, but like to hit the button. Literally, just the words "I hit that button," and I will literally either game or I will literally still be at work doing dishes, and I'll pop up live and literally just start talking to my people. I don't really have a consistency right now, and I know that's one of the things that I need to try to get. But at the same time, I do have the same not the same medical issues, but I do have my own set of medical issues on top of working, on top of trying to stream right after work and all that other stuff, and then trying to calm down and be able to get up and do it again the next day. And a lot of those things do hold me back from the consistency that I do need, and I understand that. But it's been going a lot better now because I have been deciding, like, I do want to hit that button. I do want to pop up on live and not only see my friends, not only battle, not only play video games, but also be able to see whoever wants to come in, whoever actually wants to see me, who wants to pay attention, whether they're sitting there liking, sharing, commenting, any of it. And I say it at the end of all of my videos, every single thing that everyone does when they come into my page means the world to me, and I will continue to say that because it means more than anyone knows. As not only medically ill, but also as someone that wants to try to make it so social media can be a second income.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I will say,
Johnny boy.
I'm sorry, when she said push that button, I know a lot of people think I just have it real easy and I just go live and it's no problem. I have so much anxiety about going live. I don't usually push that button to go live. My kids, I'll make Sage push it because I cannot push that button sometimes. I don't want to be live.
Me and Pearl at this point, I will, like, sometimes if I'm not able to get myself to go live, I will actually wait until Pearl goes live and we will hit that button together.
Yep.
Because I need that, like,
that support system.
Sometimes. Yeah.
All right, let's go to Johnny Boy over here. This is we want to talk about consistency, quitting, coming back, quitting, and coming back. Let's talk to John up here. John, let's talk about your streaming, my brother.
On which
let's go with both platforms because you do primarily Twitch. You've been trying out TikTok. I think what's scaring you about TikTok, and everybody can agree, there's a lot of fucking drama out in the TikTok world. More drama than any other fucking social media app out there. TikTok is where the drama sits. But what are your thoughts on streaming? How's it helped you out financially? Do you count that as another source of income? Why do you stream? What's the deal?
So, I've been on Twitch for over 10 years. I've consistently been a Twitch streamer, for about 10 years. And from up until about year 6, I did not make any money on that app at all. I had no, like, real following or anything like that.
John, crank up your mic.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
So much better.
Okay. Chaos. Anyway, I've been a Twitch streamer for about 10 years, and I didn't see any real revenue or traffic or anything until about year 5 or 6. And Raider can attest to this because he watched me on my first, as you want to call it, like upcoming on Twitch. And the first 2 years after I started earning revenue, I was making decent fucking coin. Like, and upwards of tens of thousands of dollars. And then it became too much. My chat wanted too much. They expected too much. And if I wanted to take a day off, I couldn't because I had to be there. And then I said, fuck that. And I stopped doing it for about a year. And then I came back and I was like, oh, well, maybe it's chilled out. Maybe I can, just have fun with it again. And I had to start all over. And I was like, fuck, this sucks, whatever. And then I started paying attention to the numbers, and I was like, wow, I can't do that. So I turned off my thing on my Twitch. It shows me the viewers. I don't know how many viewers I have at any time. It's a hit or miss for me. And then I got to talking to Mark, because he was doing really well on TikTok, and I was like, fuck, well, maybe I'll try that. And there's just so much drama on TikTok, dude. It stresses me out. Like, there's a lot of times I won't go live because I just don't want to deal with people. You know what I mean? And now that I don't have a job and I'm forced to stay home, it's a way for me to connect with people. I don't go live anymore for the expectation of, like, earning money or anything. It's just to connect with people. And I mean, I never would have met Raider if it wasn't for Twitch, and we're great buddies. And the older viewers of this show here know that me and Raider used to have a podcast that we did together.
We don't mention that goddamn podcast. Don't you dare say the fucking name either. Don't say that fucking name. No, every single time he mentions that podcast or anything like that, something breaks in my house. So no, don't you dare do that.
What was it last time? A chair, right? It was cursed. It was 100% cursed. Doomed to fail. But, like, I'll have my good times on TikTok where I'll make, some decent coin or whatever, but that's not why I'm on there. I'm very thankful to all the people that, gift me or whatever, and I do thank each and every one of them a piece, and on Twitch, I don't really pay attention to the numbers enough to be like, oh, well, I'm doing better or I'm doing worse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the process right now of upgrading my setup now that I've moved to a new place and I can actually, give a shit. So once everything's all upgraded and everything, I plan on going live on Twitch, religiously like I used to, 8 to 10 hours a day, every day.
You got that time.
I have nothing but time on my hands now, and it's honestly, it's so perplexing to me because I don't know what to do with myself.
Are you answering my calls?
I answer everyone's calls, unless I'm unconscious.
Touché.
That's true. Then he calls me the next day, like, why did you message me at 3 a.m. in the morning?
You kidding me? There was a conversation I had with him. He didn't remember. He called me and said, Mark, what did we talk about? I said, John, you don't remember you agreed to go to the titty bar with me.
I'm so like when people wake me up, like when people wake me up out of a dead sleep, I'll have a full conversation with them and I'll have no idea what the fuck we talked about.
Yes.
Like, I'm 90% sure my wife has conversations with me while I'm unconscious and then uses it against me.
100%. 100%.
That's how you move. That's how you move.
But John,
this is why I get along with her.
You say you don't look at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Do you not look at the numbers afterwards either?
I mean, I look at them afterwards.
We get the report. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I look at them afterwards, but during it, I don't look at them because it's very discouraging. Like when you go from 50 to 100 viewers, every stream down to fucking 2, you're like, what the fuck did I do wrong? And then you're like, oh yeah, I left for 2 years because I couldn't handle the stress of pleasing all these people.
So why don't you do me a favor, okay?
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna do it anyways. So
Don't do many favors.
Stop giving a fuck about pleasing them. First of all, because if you're not enjoying yourself and having a good time yourself, fuck them. That means they don't give a shit about you anyways.
Yeah.
You want people. You want a good community, something behind you, a base behind you that's going to always be there.
Raider, do you remember when I did that subathon a couple of years ago?
I was there.
And I was awake for 9.5 days straight because my chat was a relentless fucks.
Yeah, I was there.
You know how bad for my health that was?
100%. I said, hey, man, take a fucking break.
Like it got to the point where my wife had to take over so I could go take a nap for a couple hours. And I found out afterwards that she berated my chat for an hour and a half.
I was there for it. That was fantastic, by the way. I should have clipped it.
You should have, dude. I would have loved to have seen the clips. And then, when I did the one chip challenge, Mark gave me a one chip challenge, and I was like, if I get this many subs, I will eat this live on camera and everything.
That ended so quickly.
Dude, it was bad. Like that chip
We
was
didn't
so
go to the
dry.
hospital.
I didn't go
Was
to
it
the
literally that extreme hot chip that comes in a bag and it's one chip in a bag?
It's in a,
Was
it's
it
in a
that one?
coffin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
Okay.
like, went to the hospital.
The death chip. Yeah. No, don't do
and
that.
So like it was. Listen,
Don't
and
do
I wasn't a bitch about this either. I ate the whole chip.
You are crazy. Absolutely not.
Fuck your shit right up.
Absolutely not.
I ate it, swallowed it, immediately threw it up.
Of course you did.
At least you're a swallower. That's all that matters. John.
That's what I'm talking about. Don't waste that effort.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then at the end, because someone clipped it. Someone clipped it. There's a clip on my channel of me dying, and all you hear out of me after it in a very small, timid voice is, "Ice cream, please." Like
Yes, genuinely.
And then I went into our bathroom. Like I got up, got away. My wife turned off my stream while I was dying in the bathroom with the faucet literally directly on my face.
Yep.
I was waterboarding myself. It was that
I
bad.
believe you.
And then, like, I was out of commission for 3 fucking days with stomach cramps. Couldn't get off the
Yikes.
couch, sweating bullets. I was like, I might have to go to the hospispital.
You should.
It's a spicy
Probably
one.
should have.
I love spicy food.
Mark likes
Come on, you want to do
fucking me
another?
up.
You want to do another peanut challenge?
No, I can't do it. Ever since that one chip challenge, I can barely handle buffalo sauce. So fuck you. Like, I was fucked for
from the heart.
days.
Yeah, that was from the heart. Mark.
That's a heartfelt fuck you, bro.
That one, absolutely. Listen, Ken, you don't understand how bad I've tortured this guy. I've
Pickled
tortured him
Reapers?
so much.
Pickled Reapers, dude. Made me eat one. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that
Ghost
bad, you know?
I'm not a hot dog guy.
I didn't think a pickled reaper would be that bad.
Yeah,
All right,
you would think
shut
that
up.
pickling would take some of the heat out. No, it intensifies it.
No, because it's vinegar.
John, before we move down to Ken over here, would you say that streaming has made your life better in a sense?
I mean, it's given me lifelong friends that I will never forget and I talk to this day, like Raider. You know what I mean? That's probably the positive thing about it. The negative thing is that it can totally wreck your mental health and cause you to unalive yourself. And I've seen that happen to some people.
All right, let's go
So
to the
just
dark
it's,
side
it's,
of streaming.
it's a fickle bitch, brother. Like either you're gonna do good.
I was staying away from that part, but okay.
Right,
Yeah.
well, he yelled at me earlier on the phone. I'm not sure if you guys were in the box. John yelled at me. He says, "You do too much, guy." He's yelling at me because you got too much shit going on in your life. It's like you need to back down. I'm like,
He
I
does.
can't.
He does do too much shit in his life. He's got so many
You'll
business
be all
ventures
right.
gone.
He yells at me all the time.
Shut up, Zuba. And
Zuba.
And the fact that I know it's Zuba from his voice says something. That's
Yes.
one of my lifelong friends that I will literally keep.
Cuba is always here.
Like
Zuba's just lurking,
he
always
is.
watching.
He's my ride or die, dude. Zuba can tell you he's seen the ups, he's seen the lows.
Everybody here. I always watch everybody here.
That's creepy because we can't
Not
see
me.
you right now.
Not
I
me.
know.
Not me.
We'll fix that real quick.
No, you did.
The only thing I would say is just be leery of your mental health
Yeah.
because it can take a toll on you. It did for me for a while. And I'm just
I'm
now
wary of
starting
my
to come
mental
back.
health. My health is mental.
Be quiet.
Yeah, correct.
Be quiet, Letty. I saw you crying.
Okay, because I was being genuine. It's time for something.
No, that's not genuine.
All right.
That was actually me
Not
being
allowed.
genuine.
Speaking of genuine, let's go down to Ken. I believe his wife started streaming before him, but Ken's starting to do a little streaming here and there. But he does co-partner with his wife down there, Misty. Ken, tell us a little bit, I guess, probably more of your wife's story that you're saying suffered from migraines, whatever. She's mentioned having brain surgery, whatever, for the migraines. So let's talk about that and how social media and TikTok has helped her.
So I will tell you that I think, I'm speaking for her, but I know that like she always, being, a military spouse, there was never necessarily a need in our world for her to work because it's kind of impossible to have a career when you move around every 3 years and you're moving around. So like, it's really just odds and ends type stuff. So never really found anything that locked her in to where she felt, a part of it. But I never needed that, but I think she did. You know what I mean? I think she wanted to feel like she was doing something. But after watching all those social media posts, she's been following Wendy since since probably the beginning of Wendy too. Honestly, she's been watching for years, but she just watches. You know what I mean? And she was mesmerized of looking and watching how people were just on here, so confident, just talking. And then, so that's why, it's kind of funny. I wanted to bring that up because I'm sure that everybody had that same anxieties whenever they push the button to go live. Everybody has that moment of like, is this it? And watching her, over the last 8 weeks of just, getting up every morning, pushing the live button. And that was one thing that she decided whenever she was watching. She was like, I want to be able to celebrate everybody's wins and the wins that are happening on the live. Like, I want to celebrate the likes. I want to celebrate the, it doesn't matter if it's one coin or, a uni, which has never happened, by the way. But, but I mean, like, she's just saying, I'll celebrate everything the same way because I want to connect with people in a genuine way because she's watched people do that. And she wanted to I feel like she kind of wanted to do that same thing. So that's what she's building hers on. But I can tell you this, that, it's not as easy. Like I can relate to everybody saying that it's, to get up and put on that facade, you know what I mean? Like to come on and dance and be happy and stuff like that, that lifts her spirits. You know what I mean? Because before she got on, she may have not felt like getting on. She may have had a migraine, or she still has a migraine. But then when she gets on and she starts seeing her people, if you create all the time, you start seeing your people, your regular folks that are coming in and they're just dropping in. And it's like, I don't know, it's just weird to see people that you've never really met in life that like are happy to see you. You know what I mean? Like they're genuinely like just the simple little words "hi" on a screen, just like give that dopamine. You know what I mean? To where you're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And then so you feel like it's a connection that you're making immediately with 40 people. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, 40, 100, whatever the number is, but you feel like you're making that connection. And I think that just watching her and her journey of this, because at first she was like, I don't want to go live without you. She goes, what if nobody joins? What if nobody's in there? And I was like, you have no idea how much spirit you bring, you know what I mean, to our house. You know what I mean? Now I've got teenage boys that they're just brats, and sometimes a retired Marine is not the most joyful person to be around, but Missy is like, she wants to be like that. She wants to dance and she wants to have a good time and talk and just have you know what I mean? She's got a little spice to her too sometimes, but she really just enjoys, just having a conversation with people. And the monetary thing, that's a bonus. It really is. I mean that from the heart. Like we are okay. You know what I mean? Like, but she enjoys 100% of being able to showing up for her folks. And, I think that she's building something real special. And I like Wendy said, that your time on this app is short. You never know when it's going to end. But I think that it would be heartbreaking for her right now if that did, because she just enjoys the connection that she has with people. And the drama, at first, you get caught up in a little bit of drama, and it's dramatic at times. And she's been raw, she's cried on it, she's smiled, she's been happy, she's been sad. But I think that that's what makes her who she is. And it's really, really cool to watch from my perspective as a husband, watching her do her thing and feel like, watch her confidence grow. And she's like, this is her thing now. You know what I mean? Like going out and embarrassing me at Target or whatever, because I think we can say that on here, right? We can say the name of the place. We don't have to
literally say whatever the fuck you want, bro.
Or when he went to the eyeglass doctors and let one rip and stunk up the whole place.
That's right. That's right. We don't have to say where it was, the big C's and stuff. But no, it's just it's awesome to see her spend that time with other people, you know what I mean, and just have a great time. She has no concern. She really does not care about dancing in the middle of the aisle, which I've seen other people look at her, and I'm not embarrassed. I'm actually really, really proud, to watch her do her thing out there in public, because she was pretty reserved, and it's hard to believe that. But she's pretty reserved, and then to watch other people like stare at her and whatever, and then people start dancing with her sometimes. I'm like, these people don't even know you, you know what I mean? And you're like, being impactful to other people's lives, and I think that's what she gets out of this. I really do. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't think she's shaking her ass for presents or gifts or gifts or whatever you call them. You know what I mean? But she's celebrating with people. You know what I mean? And she's trying to show her appreciation in a way that she didn't see other people doing that. But there have been some people that are like, oh, you're just shaking your ass for this, and you know, that's not the case. If you know Misty, that's not what, you know what I mean? Like she'd get up and dance for likes. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it doesn't matter to her. It really doesn't. She just enjoys the conversation and the connection with folks.
Fantastic.
Well, speaking of drama, those people that are saying that she's shaking her ass for gifts is probably what's pushing her out. So
right.
Yeah. True.
Thank you for the hate.
And to be fair, Ken, like I do start most of my days watching Misty while I drink my coffee, and I'm, you know, half out of it from my meds. So
yeah,
she does brighten my mornings.
Misty also
Me too,
handles
actually.
the drama. Misty also handles the drama really good for being so new. So if somebody says something, Misty will come right to me. Hey, so and so just said this, and I'll say, oh, I heard it too. And then we're like, yeah, okay, whatever, it's over. Like we talked about.
She's in the chat. She
but
got out and danced.
But literally, it's the ones that like don't come to you and say something. Then there's drama, or the ones that are making up the drama and causing the drama. And if you can comb through all that, then you'll save yourself a lot of heartache.
Yeah. I'll give her credit where credit is due. I have yet to do the whole live stream thing while shopping and stuff. I have yet to build up the fucking cojones for that. So I will give her credit where credit's due for that. I have not built the balls for it.
And speaking on the whole drama thing too, like if someone's talking shit like in my chat about someone else, instead of just taking it for what it is, I'll go to that person's DMs like, yo, so I just heard this shit. Is that true, or are they just felonious fucks? Like.
That's the way to do it. And if they can't handle you going to them and saying that, then they're the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Ask
I will
and
say one
verify.
rule I have is I never talk badly about another content creator during a live stream.
Oh, that's so not true for me. I talk so much shit about Mark.
You do.
I was about to say.
Okay, I should say I never
just
do.
Mark.
I
I
don't.
was just Mark.
Just
Just
Once
Mark.
you say you want
Mark
Mark
is the
to hear it.
exception.
You want
Oh,
Mark
I don't care if he hears it or not. He knows I talk all this shit.
He knows it.
Right, but people are going to talk about me while they're streaming. Then when I go to them and say something, then they're mad because I'm questioning them. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I think the only thing I've said about Wendy on one of my live streams was, she hates me because of my name. Silly.
Actually, in all fairness, Snooch, any of our issues aren't because of you or I. We can
No,
just
I
leave
know.
it at that.
I know. I
Okay.
know. Trust.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to Pearl, who I recently found out was a streamer as well. Pearl, how about you on stream? How does streaming affect your life? Streaming, you live in Canada, so I don't think you guys can really monetize that much off of streaming. So how does streaming work for you as well as far as mental health or stuff like that?
Okay, so first off with monetization, no, any video that I post I can't get monetized for, so the only way that I can make money is through my lives. So I've set up a schedule, I've set up a routine, and I go live every day from 10 till 2. And yes, I am in your agency, Wendy.
I just meant that's the only way I make money too is if I'm live. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. But I know that a lot of people can make money off of their videos in, like, that they post off of TikTok, but, like, that's more of a US thing in some other countries. So, but I have ADHD and fibromyalgia, so I get flare-ups a lot, and I have muscle pain and stuff like that, so I can't deal with lifting certain amounts of weights and stuff like that, so a lot of jobs don't work for me. So I decided that I wanted to stop having a regular job and try and make streaming my job. So as of like January this year, I really put like everything into it. My husband helped me make my little clam logo. And then I like decided to try and meet some people, so I would just go on the For You page, and then I met MySpace, and then through MySpace I met Goober and Mark and Mama Letty, and then through Mark I met Wendy, and I've just tried popping into other people's lives just to try and get to know everybody and kind of create like a little, I see you guys already have a niche, and I'm like, okay, like obviously you guys have a little group and everything, and like trying to keep that good energy on TikTok rather than all the drama. Like I don't like the drama. So, but no, at the beginning of January, I think I had like 400 and so followers, and now I'm up to 700. I'm under 1,000 still, but we're on our way up. So it's been pretty good for me thus far. And meeting all of you guys and gaming with all of you guys, it's super fun. So no regrets, at least not yet.
I will say I haven't watched a lot of your streaming or videos, but when me and Sully gamed with you, remember, like in the middle of the night, I told Sully I had a hard time gaming with you because I'm so new to Fortnite, but you're like a freaking Fortnite genius.
Thank you.
Actually, I told Mark that, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you ever have any questions on things, I will be happy to teach you.
Oh, honey, you taught me so much that night.
What?
I was gonna say, I think I helped Haley learn too. Yeah, murder mystery is fun.
Zuba.
Zuba, yes.
I forgot he was here. I just forgot.
Yeah, he's just quiet and not here. He's just lurking.
Zuba lurks.
Yeah, Zuba's thing is like
trying not to make no noise. But
like
He's been liking to join us when we're playing video games, and he'll just do the same exact thing, just be completely silent until a random group attacks your face.
Yes.
Yeah, so he games with me almost every day, and I think the most I've heard the man speak is probably like when we're playing Call of Duty and he dies.
Yep. No, I heard him talk. He watched me back for me when you took off.
This just verifies that I died.
He takes better
You can always tell when he's getting shot at or dying.
He has plenty to say to me.
Of course he does.
He was my dude. And he watches out for my kid, too.
Lord have mercy. Well, we hit on some topics. We had one very big topic tonight that really set off the panel, which is very interesting. I do, because we are hitting our midnight marker. I do want to thank everybody for coming out here for the first ever multi-guest stream that John and I decided to do on here. I definitely think it made it more interesting, and I actually like doing this type of a panel because it does make it more interesting. It's a little bit more wild and chaos. It's like a big old town hall.
So Mark, I have a question.
Shoot.
What happened to only streaming for an hour?
Yeah, listen, we were having good conversations. It was golden. Listen, all right, so let me tell you this. Let me tell you.
Appreciate you, Letty, for that one.
Like John called me earlier. I was frustrated. I was having a fucking moment. And John was the one that was trying to tell me, he was telling me, dude, take a chill pill. You got way too much shit going on. He was sitting there trying to tell me this. Listen, I have a lot going on, right? Like I own a commercial cleaning company, but would I want to do this for the rest of my life because my body's deteriorating, my wife's body's deteriorating? No. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out what ways I can do to make more money. Hence the reason why I'm looking into I'm not going to mention it, AI, to start making more money for our family. Okay, so this is why I'm learning it because shut up, Felicia. Shut up, Felicia. Okay, hold on. I got to do this real quick so I can continue talking. Okay, this is why I'm researching this stuff out here so I can learn it, and because it is our future. So I got to learn it. I got to understand it. I've got to study because if I can eventually do this to provide for my family, I'm gonna do it. The goal is to survive. We are humans. We need to survive. We're based off of survival. So we do what we need to survive for our family, to provide for our family. So that's why I'm doing it. But with all that being said, having a panel like this tonight was fucking phenomenal, even though the AI topic got completely out of fucking ranges. But I enjoyed it. It brought me back down to that too. Because as content creators, we can have the worst of the fucking days, but we will put on a smile and we can have great conversations. And that goes for anything. And that's how I'm going to leave my final words. I'll get political for a minute, just for a moment, because I got to. Listen. We are living in a fucking society where we have forgotten where we can actually get along and have conversations, to agree to a disagree. But at the end of the day, we are all fucking humans. We need to learn to get along. That's how I'm going to leave it. And I will thank everybody personally, Captain Snooze for being my fucking right-hand man throughout this whole shit. Andrew for being a bullshit fucking side piece to us who fucking ditches us because he's got an earache and decides to go gaming. I will thank Lauren down there, even though she don't know how to shut the fuck up. Thank you so much for coming out here. I'm going to thank Ken for fucking coming on here, not knowing what the hell he was getting himself into. I'm going to thank Pearl for bringing out her little social anxiety ass out here to actually try out this show. Even though I don't believe in some of her concepts, you know, she's a great person. She's got great attitude. So thank you so much, Pearl. I'm going to thank Mama Letty, who's always causing the fucking chaos out here for us. You know, Mama Letty's a great person, cause chaos. She's got the strength out there. She suffers through a lot medically. I got to thank Raider for coming back on the show, because this is a man I never thought was going to show his face again on here after my brother called into the show. So thank you so much, Raider, for coming back out here. I'm going to thank Wendy for coming the second time. So there, motherfucker, I did invite you again. So let me put it out there. I would invite you. So don't bitch about me for not inviting you out to the show. And everybody out there tuning into the show, that tune into everybody's live streams out on TikTok, y'all are fucking phenomenal. Y'all make us who we are. Y'all make us, give us our strength to get out there and stream, to put on our smiles, because in the end, it is about the community. It is about friendship. So let's keep fucking pushing. Those are my final words. John, what's your final words, and pass them the fuck on?
Wow, dude, you took all the thunder from under my wings. Fuck. I mean, I just want to say, you know, I appreciate each and every one of you coming on here. Lauren, you're muted. I know you can't figure out how to get unmuted, so I appreciate that. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate that a lot. Oh, damn it, she figured it out. Andrew, I'm glad you showed up. For once.
Yeah. Apart, John.
I'm not done. Shut up.
Oh, he can't.
I can't. We're running out of time. It's terrible. Oh, Sully. What a little cutie
Sully
pie.
wants to call in, but
he can't.
No, he was supposed to be in a.
They were long last words.
Sully,
anyway,
when
as I
you
was
say
saying,
goodbyes, just click the link and come back in so you can say goodbyes.
Say your goodbyes, Sully. Anyway, Andrew, please be a consistent thing. You're really breaking my heart here. You're busting my balls. I got to listen to Mark piss and moan every time we do a show and you're not here.
Terrible.
It was one show, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was one too many. You made a commitment. Stick to it, sweetheart. Lauren, thank you for coming on and not shutting up. You made for a very interesting panel member. We appreciate that. Ken, love you, brother. Stupid crayon eater. You're the best. I have your phone number now, so I'm going to annoy you relentlessly with annoying memes.
I magically got it too.
I know, right? Pearl, thank you for coming on. I mean, you had some very, 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 very long-winded answers that were very informative, but also felt like you were berating us.
No, that's not. I'm sorry.
Back up, John.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Sully's taking over the whole screen.
Sully's taking over.
Sully, thanks for coming in at the last minute. I fucking love you, brother. Even though we, you know, talk shit to each other a whole lot. Letty, thank you for coming in and getting emotional and showing everyone that streaming does have, you know, some significance to it. Raider, you are literally one of my best friends. I don't know how I would go through streaming and life without you. Wendy, I appreciate your presence as a person. Please keep making amazing food that you think you suck at. Mark, you're a piece of shit, and I hope you die.
Oh my God.
Andrew, pass it on to you. Let's go.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for being on the panel, and I'll keep it short and sweet. Don't let the drama ruin your streams. That's what I'll keep it at.
All right, for the woman that never shuts up, Lauren, what do you got for us?
Oh my God. Mark, you're a tool bag. John, you're my best friend. I love you. Andrew, you fucking suck. You've said like 2 words this whole episode. Everybody else, you were so interesting, so amazing. And I loved absolutely talking with you. Raider, you are super, super, super incredibly smart. Keep that shit going because you are so, so awesome. And Wendy, I'm so glad that you are like such a role model for women everywhere. I think that's great. I'm sorry we had a disagreement, and I still think that you're awesome. So,
well, thank you.
Oh.
And going down to the crayon eater, Ken. Final words for tonight.
All right. Yeah, we've been over here long enough where I'm fucking hungry. So, I appreciate you having me on. I did not know we were going to talk about AI for an hour, but I do appreciate the conversation. It did get weird at times when nobody could fucking talk over each other, but we all got together. I think we got our thoughts across, and now I know that I'm lazy. So I will continue but that's okay. I'll accept that. 26 years of service. I'll be lazy to now. But anyway, Mark, John, Wendy, everybody else, Mom Letty. I can't remember everybody's name right now. Raider, what was Andrew? And then
Andrew, yep.
Up here.
Who's right here?
That's
Lauren.
Lauren and
Pearl.
Pearl.
Thank you guys for everything. Oh, and so there you go.
Oh, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, we know.
Thank you guys for being generous to the new guy coming on and this stuff. So I thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. All right, Pearl, what you got?
Well, thank you for inviting me on the show, of course. I appreciate all of you. I know that I have some very hot takes sometimes, but I try to not be mean. I am Canadian, so I'm sorry if I was a little mean. I wasn't trying to be.
That makes all sense now. Okay, good.
But yes, I appreciate all of you. I like gaming with the people that I game with, and like I would like to do this again. It's fun.
All right, going down to the man with the happy socks. Solly, what you got for us?
So first off, I just want to apologize to everybody. So this is gonna suck to say. I've just been suffering for a long time, I've been going through some stuff, so I'm sorry I just left. My anxiety with like everything going on, I just couldn't stay on, and that's why I haven't been on live as much. But like I said, I love living. I'm not gonna let that shit be me. But I'm in a battle right now for the longest fight of my life. Well, it's been the longest. It's been over 8 years, and I talked to my therapist yesterday and everything, and they had to get like more people on the case, but they're finally going to give me a service dog. And
Nice.
if you guys ever see me act kind of like bipolar on live or on this, I don't just randomly log off because I don't want to talk to somebody. But that's just how it's been lately. So I'm sorry to everybody, but I love y'all. I'm good. I'm safe, and I'm laying down now.
Let's go.
Enjoy your nap, Sully.
My lady. What you got for final words?
Okay. Well, Mark, you should have been gone an hour ago, so bye. Kidding. Thank you guys for actually inviting me on here. Thank you for letting me help you with the chaos of fixing out the boxes. Andrew, you need to make sure you're coming in here, or else I might get Haley on your butt every single time. Okay, that's gonna happen. Lauren, thank you for coming in. You were very entertaining. Ken, I know we've just been met, but you're a very cool person. I did get intrigued by a lot of the things you did have to say, and I already love Misty, so I'm gonna be in her lives. I'm sorry, but. Well, you know I love you already. Sully, you know I give you shit. I kick you out of boxes and all that, but I still love you like a brother. Vader, we don't talk all that much, but when we do, I know that you will actually give me good information if I ask. Wendy, I know we don't usually talk much. I do get chances to pop in your lives, and I love seeing you, love seeing the kids, love seeing how your family dynamic is. And I just love the community that I have found myself in.
Let's go. Ryder!
All right. Andrew, I forget you're here. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. But when you did talk about some things, I enjoy it. Like you have something to say. Use your fucking voice though, man. You're man, use your fucking voice. You got to. You gotta be seen, not just in the background. Don't be a background character. Lauren, it was great to talk to you back and forth, and then going back and forth with you. We'll see what we can do with that. Ken, Raw Devil, I hope you have a good day. It's good to meet you. Pearl, I'm gonna have some words with you, man.
That's okay.
I'm gonna have some words with you, ma'am.
That's okay.
Because you said you're Canadian and you're nice. Know your history. You were not fucking nice. Not doing World War II.
It's not my fault the Geneva Convention exists. It's not my fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. World War II and before that, yeah, y'all were not always known as nice people. Y'all have
That
it
is
in
true.
you.
That is true.
Don't accept being nice. It's okay. So, dude, I know it sucks for what you're going through. Embrace the suck. Just make sure when you get that service dog, you do know in your head, like when you get that bond, that connection, service dog together, it's strong. But remember, memento mori, everything must die. So you prepare yourself for that end game too when you get to that point. Okay.
Yeah.
Letty, we'll get some games. I hope you have a good time. It was a good time talking to you and Braden and John earlier together. It was a great time.
Yes, for sure.
Wendy, I hope you have a great night. It was good to hearing your stories and hearing that. But 12 goddamn kids?
Yeah.
Like, god damn. Like, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. 4 is hard.
heck of a
But
lot, I
damn,
know.
12. More power to you. More power to you.
Yeah.
Mark.
Oh shit.
Just leave it there.
He's getting ready. He's getting ready.
One of the most egotistical, arrogant, AI-driven motherfuckers I've ever met, but you're still doing the fucking goddamn thing, even though you got your knees cut out from under you from fucking TikTok, and you're still trying. I appreciate that about you. Sometimes you make everything funny. I don't like that. That's just me, though. But it's a good time being here, brother. Thank you so much, dude. I like you. I like you a little bit. A little bit.
A little bit. I'll take the little bit.
John, you're my brother. I love you. I will call you every name under the sun, and I'll still help you out no matter what you need. You know that. Thank you so much for asking me to come back in, brother.
Of course.
All right, Joe. Let's roll down to Wendy.
First of all, I feel like we're saying goodbye at fucking church camp. I hate emojis. It's ridiculous. We're saying goodbye on a podcast, but okay. I'll take my turn. I think it was Raider. Is that his name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It was nice meeting you. I have never heard of you or anything, but you seem like a great guy.
Thanks, guy. I'm not.
Mama Letty, I adore you. You're like so sweet and precious. Lauren called me lazy tonight, and I disagree with that little Lauren, but that's okay. Completely disagree, but hey, that's all right. Ken, I love you. I love your wife. Toxic Pearl, I think you're a freaking genius.
Thank you.
Solly, you know I love your ass. Andrew, you know I love you. I think you're sweet as can be. Mark. What? I hate showing emotion. This is like too much. Like, how about we just say, see ya, guys. See ya, bitches. See you tomorrow on live. I don't know.
Oh, we're about ready to do that. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Until 2 weeks later, fuck off. We'll see y'all later. Give me just a second, y'all, to land here. That was